What's going on, you Pokemon savages? Welcome to episode 22 of the Savage Pokepod, episode Fearow. If you guys thought you were going to get a summertime slump in Pokemon, think again, because Pitch Black pre-orders dropped this week, and we're about to really head into some crazy times with that going into a set after then the 30th anniversary. So strap in. We're about to get going on episode 22. What's going on, Coda?
Not much. I'm back in the house. You're sounding like you're talking into a potato.
Yep.
Just for reference, guys. We had the microphone technicality, so he's going back to the classic Yeti blue Yeti mic. And if you know anything about them, you know
I don't want to touch it.
Ain't the best. But we'll get back to normal next week. But hopefully, I'm back. I'm sunburned. Well, I'm healing from the sunburn, and I'm ready to lament the Pokemon Center drops and all the nonsense that has happened.
Yes. So before we get into everything that we're going to talk about in today's pod, guys, drop a follow, subscribe on YouTube, comment, give us all your feedback. We got some really awesome comments this week. So thank you. Shout out to everyone that's actually engaging, man. We love that. And if you guys like what you're doing, if you guys like what we're doing, rather, if you like what you're doing, that's awesome. If you like what we're doing, give us a rate us on all the streaming platforms, all the podcast platforms as well. We really appreciate that. So let's hop into the specialty Fearows, our favorite Fearows.
Yeah. And while he's pulling this up, make sure you also comment on everything, because we do read the comments at the end of the episodes every week. So you had a comment or you want to listen to the comments, there's some really interesting questions we're going to go over, listen through to the end of the podcast. It doesn't just end when we stop talking about these points. We keep on yapping for a while.
Oh yeah, we don't have a problem with that. So thank you so much, guys. Thank you for all the stuff that you guys have been commenting. Really, Coda, this Fearow. This is the Japanese. I don't. Is this a Japanese exclusive? I don't know.
Japanese.
Okay.
I don't know if it's an exclusive. I was scrolling through and I saw the one you picked, and we'll see that in a second. I almost picked that, but then I saw this one, and I think, even though Fearow is like not a very good competitive Pokemon, it's not actually that strong. The name Fearow is such a great name that this card really represents the concept of the name. It's like you hear the name, you see this Pokemon, and you think, oh, is this like a legendary? Like, this thing looks epic as heck.
Yeah.
And it's not. It's just like a bad bird. But it's still cool, and I think the art just really represents it well. I think if you pulled up like the quintessential Fearow card, this is kind of what I think of. This like menacing, really nice line work in this too, which I love. I mean, it's very similar to the one we had last week with the Spearow, I think.
Mm-hmm. It looks similar.
Or I don't know if it was Spearow, but it was I don't remember which week. It was all the weeks blend together at this point.
I think it was Spearow with like the way he looked, like mean mugging. I don't know, very similar to
that. This just looks good. It looks good. But I also love yours. The one you got is one of my favorite styles that's ever been done in Pokemon.
And this is mine here. The XY, it's an XY era promo. I had a couple of these cards that I picked up in collections. I don't know if I'm a huge fan of how these cards look in person, but I did like the artwork on here. I mean, this is technically like some of the early day illustration rares that we know now. So given that, I mean, I love this artwork where Fearow's just really like cruising through the sky. You can kind of see it with the lines and the wind, and then there's like the mountains and the water in the background. Looks really cool.
Yeah.
Like
I remember being, because I was pretty active in the black and white and the X and Y eras, and I remember when these came out. I think they're like the Delta Evolution or whatever that is. I think it's what's technically the name of the card, but it's like a half illustration art. It's it's very clearly a predecessor to what the illustration arts were. And I remember pulling it, and you get I remember a Bunnelby, and I think it was like a Frillish or something like that, like very basic cards. I like the common cards, but you get them in this art. And I remember thinking, this is so cool. Yeah. Like, I love seeing, I'm so sad that these cards are like not really respected like they should be, because back then, like, it was either that or a full art or a gold. If you had the full art or gold were the two chases at all times. And it was like, that was it. There was nothing better. And I just always really had an attachment to these cards. And it's why I love the illustrators so much. This style is nice. It's not the cleanest just because it's still got a lot of the hard outlines. There's a lot going on in it, but just having more representation of the card of the Pokemon on the card. Just it was nice. It was nice back then. This is all we had. We were poor. We were desperate for something. And we
but
got,
like, what is that? This thing on the top. So like these card mechanics are a little different. Where it's like, what does that say?
It's a Delta evolution.
So is that like so that says right there you can actually evolve on your first turn, which is not allowed usually if you go first. I think so.
Yeah. So
or at all.
Yeah, there's some different things to the Delta. I think if I remember correctly, they may have had. I'll pull up the bundle because I used to have that card. I wish I still had it, but they had different different ability. This is X and Y. So this is probably at this point X-Blade 57. This is probably when Oras was out, Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire was out, which introduced the Delta episode, which was their like free DLC kind of when you deal with Rayquaza and Zinnia and all this. I think it was Zinnia.
Interesting.
Oh, here it is. Here it is. It is Bundle B, which had so that one was called Delta Evolution. This one was Omega Barrage. This Pokemon may attack twice a turn. If the first attack knocks out a Pokemon, you may attack again after your opponent's choose a new active Pokemon. So they all had these different like little abilities. So they're technically called Delta, or I called them Delta because a lot of the ones I saw were Delta, but they were Delta, Omega, and Alpha, which were the different types from, or different little things from Oras. So
all right, so those are the Fearows. Real quick, I'm going to cruise right into this. This is nothing crazy we're going to talk about. I just want to showcase this. So these are new tins that they announced, but right before our last week's pod, Friday came out the tins that we got now. So I sold a ton of those on the TikTok shop. If you guys want any of these, I had them up for like $30, but most of the Gengar ones went. These, I just want to highlight, these have Black Star promos. So if you're like me and collecting all of the Black Star promos from the Mega era, you will need to either pick up one of these tins or buy those promos on the secondary market. So I opened up the Gengar one, got absolutely cooked. The ones that are out now, they're called the Moonlit tins, guys. It's a Gengar, Mega Gengar, and a Mega Clefable. Mega Gengar tin, 2 packs of Chaos Rising, 2 packs of Perfect Order, 0 hits in the one I opened up the other day. Posted a video opening it and absolute trash. But this one, these are coming in August, so a few months in between the two, but it looks like we're going to get Mega Dragonite EX, Mega Darkrai EX, and the Mega Zeraora EX. So just throwing that out there, we're getting a few more tins. I'm assuming we're going to probably have Chaos Rising and Pitch Black in this, but if it's coming out in August, I wonder... No, we're not. I think Pitch Black is going to be it's July. I think you're right. So, yeah. So that's probably what's going to happen. I think
you're right. Mega Zeraora tin looks really nice. I really like the black yellow with the little like green pink accents. Ugh.
Yeah, the green and pink. I think they have that same color on the Charizard from Phantasmal too, like the VX. I do like those color schemes. Speaking of Darkrai, we actually opened up some Abyssi this week. Finally got a chance to do that. Which the Zeraora is, it still looks like a full art, man. I'm really bummed about the SIR.
Oh, did you pull one?
We did. That was the only one we pulled, actually. We opened up 6 boxes and we only pulled 1. The Misty full art in there looks really sick. So
I'm disappointed with this. I still like the Zeraora because of like my own, not nostalgia, but my own love for my hero. But yeah, I get it. It looks not. It's the same way I feel about the Chandelure, where it's like, oh, you could have been so good, and yet you're just the second best. Like the illustration rare from Black Bolt or White Flare, whichever one that's in, is so much better than it.
Oh yeah, easily.
Disappointment.
Yeah. So speaking of our favorite illustration rares, I'm gonna hop right over to this next one. Again, we're just gonna rapid fire some things. We definitely want to get to 30th anniversary stuff that we missed last week, so that will definitely be part of this pod. Shout out to one of our listeners who did ask us to speak about it, which we'll get to. But Japan finally announced. So again, in the English versions of our first starters, we already got Series 1. We're gonna get Series 2 very soon, and then I think Series 3 comes out like right around the Celebration collection coming out as well. So in Japan, they're getting all of them, I think, in one shot. So they're getting everything around the 30th celebration. It's actually, marketed that way as well. You can see that here. What I really love about these, I think Japan does a good job, and so does China. with like presentation. They're always so good about presentation and how they include these things. Where in China they have like magnetic display cases for their first partners that like if you have all three they can just like magnet together, which looks awesome. But over here I don't know what material this is going to be, but like it looks like there's some type of like a stand where you would put all three of your first partners that come in there. But this is the first look I believe that we're getting of, let me escape out of here. The series 3 ones, because we just got series 2, which was this. So now here's Trico, Torchic, and Mudkip. This is really gonna test my knowledge. So we've had these. These are the series 2 that we're going to be getting soon. Right?
Yes. Yeah. So 3, 6, and 9 are going to be in this one. Yeah.
So yeah, this seeing the Gen 9s is actually really cool because I know them probably more than most of the others because that's when I was ripping TCGs and playing the game actually. So yeah, Sprigatito, Fuecoco, and Quaxley looking really, really cool. I honestly think this is an awesome thing that they did this year. Nice little add-on to the 30th celebration, something that doesn't come just solely in that one time of year. So at least in the English. So it's kind of cool that we were able to get these sprinkled throughout the year. What's this? Oh, this is the Terrasillon stuff.
I was looking at.
I'm like,
I was
what's
sitting here looking,
heck?
and I was like, it's just Fuecoco, and then Fuecoco behind it. Like that Fuecoco has seen things.
Yeah, because I saw the Quaxley back here, but it looks like Terrasillized version.
Terrasillon form. I just love like the other ones are kind of like kind of neutral, and then this Fuecoco is just looking like I have seen the end of the world, and it is dark, and it is horrid, and
staring into your soul.
Never unsee it, so therefore my brain has gone on complete neutral autopilot, and I will never have a thought again.
I love this. Like
this was just like, hey,
yeah, no, it's so like I love the Miraidon, the Koraidon that's in here, the Pokemon Center that's in here, like basically from the games that I recognize at least. And then there's a Koraidon, the Koraidon, the book, all this. What's this back here? Is that like a little Sunflora? Yeah.
Yeah, in the game you have to wrangle Sunfloras, and then
that's right. I remember that. I did
borderline unplayable because it would like go to like 15 FPS.
And this Reveroom.
Yeah,
I remember that.
I remember when they announced Reveroom, and we saw, or they didn't announce, they just showed this, and I thought the whole thing was like it was like, oh, it's like the motor that evolves into like a whole freaking car.
Yeah.
Oh. It was cool.
It is. It's definitely different for sure. They definitely had the creative juices flowing when they had Reveroom. But that is all the first partners that we're going to be getting.
Yeah.
Coda, did you? Let's talk about Pitch Black. Did you get Pitch Black pre-orders this week?
No. Did you?
I did. So, but we all know, guys, that means nothing because I also got Chaos Rising.
Oh, that's right. You know, you deserve it after that. You deserve it after that.
I still have not received my Chaos Rising. Where is it? Like, I don't know if anyone else here has experienced this, but like, I was charged the night before it was supposed to be released. So I was charged, I think, on Thursday night. Comes out on Friday. It's still showing that FedEx has not picked it up yet. So now this is 2 weeks ago? Because it was May 22nd. Maybe almost 3 weeks ago. I had to wait actually 2 weeks to reach out to them in order for them to like mark it that it was missing. And I'm like, it's not missing. It's sitting in your warehouse somewhere. Please figure this out.
Hopefully it's always in your warehouse somewhere.
Right. So I don't know if anyone in that's listening to this has ever experienced this. If you have, let me know. Did Pokemon Center like cancel your order? Did they get it back to you? What happened? Because I'm very like concerned because I mean it's not that serious, but I am collecting one of each of the Pokemon Center ETBs, and I give away one of the Pokemon Center ETBs to one of the Savage members, which we can't do that. So I'm giving away a Chaos Rising booster box. If anyone wants to become a member, shameless plug, stopsavagerips.com, become a Savage member, and you're automatically entered.
Dude, but that's really bizarre. I don't.
So I hit it. The thing is, here's the thing. And if you guys hit Pitch Black pre-orders, drop it in the comments as well. Let us know how your experience was because mine was not bad. Again, I work on a computer, so it's pretty simple for me to like log in and get it. However, when Kelly the Goat dropped the notification, I joined like within 10 seconds. Mm-hmm. I want to say somebody checked out so early. I'm like, dude, how did you get this? And he was in the Netherlands. So he's like on like I'm like, so you're in the future. That's why you did it. That's how you got it. He was in somewhere. He's like, I'm on this Wi-Fi. I'm like, dude, how did you get and checked out so fast? It was like 25 minutes.
Was it England? Like, was he checking out from like the US shop?
Yeah, I think he had a VPN, he said. So he was like still logged in here. But like, yeah, I don't know. I can't even figure out. I got to figure out how to get my iPhone to like not auto refresh Safari, because every time I try to do it on my phone, it automatically refreshes.
See, that's why I'm confused, because so I was out. I wasn't at home because I thought it wasn't going to drop, because we had the drop the day before, and I thought that was going to be it. Mm-hmm. They had like the 10s or whatever.
Yeah, they
but
stuff up there.
I completely like I had my phone out and I saw the notification and I immediately clicked into it and I was in the queue, and I have used my phone for the last 3 drops. I've never had an issue. Never had an issue. It will like do its normal refresh, but it doesn't like kick me out. It just is like, all right, we'll just give them. And then I was like, everything was dropping. People were checking out, and I was like an hour behind. I was like, that's fine. Like usually at this point, people are getting in. People are able to get it anyway. Like the Chaos Rising lasted forever. The Perfect Order lasted forever. Mm-hmm. And then all of a sudden, I look down at my phone again, and it says like error. I was like, what?
A lot of people actually had an issue with their phones this time.
Yeah,
that I was seeing.
And it was an error. It kicked me out. I was like, okay, well, I jumped back in. It kicked me out, jump back in, and it was like 10 hours. I was like, oh, never mind. I'm not even going to try anymore. I've got life to go live now. I can't.
Did they because it did sell out, but did they re-upload it? Because like people were saying even later on, like an hour or two after, they were like, queue is back up. I was like, wait.
Yeah. So what happened apparently was the website crashed at the end of the drop. Like it wasn't sold out, or some of the stuff was sold out. Some of the stuff wasn't. I think the booster bundles were not sold out. I don't know about the booster boxes. I know the ETBs were sold out. Mm-hmm. According to the people I was reading from, and they dropped it. Like the whole website crashed, and then they popped back up. There's no queue, and people were trying to check out, but no one could check out. And then it crashed again. And then like 2 hours later, the queue went back up. But once you got through the queue, it was just like site maintenance, blah, 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 blah. So I think they were just trying to fix what happened, because Pokemon Center can't functionally make a website. And somehow all these other big box stores that have, the other things, this isn't their whole thing. Mm-hmm. We're able to put together better systems. Costco's got a better system by far than Pokemon Center's ever had. And they've been doing it for months now.
We still haven't seen them implement what they've attempted to roll out. I am getting text messages, however, for certain things. Yeah. So I've been seeing that.
An hour and a half after the drop that said, hey, you want to get Pitch Black? I'm like, shut up.
I got that. It's like, rub it in.
Are you kidding? It's like, this is going to piss people off even more. You're sitting there like, oh my gosh, I got kicked out of the line again. I'm just trying to get this box. I just wonder, because I want to get the booster box. I want to rip this booster box because I want to chase that Darkrai, because I love that Darkrai so much. And I was like so mad. And then I'm like, I got home and I was looking at it and I got the email and the text message. I was like, I'm so mad. I'm so done with
the text message was late. I did get it as well. I got text messages this whole week though, when they dropped other stuff too. So it's something like that is working. I don't know what it is, but I think I really just want, like, we can take a look at this too, and just continue to talk about it. But it's like, if we thought things were going to like slow down with these smaller sets, it's clearly not. Things are still continuing to go on. But here, if you guys haven't seen it, I'm sure you guys have seen it by now. If you're listening to a Pokemon podcast, you probably have seen what they look like. Here's the Pitch Black Pokémon Center ETB. It is just gray and black. There's no other colors in it. I mean, just different hues of gray and black, but that's what it is. The Pokemon Center one does come with 2 extra packs over the regular ETB, so you'll get 11 over 9. And you also get an extra promo, one with the Pokemon Center stamp, which is why these products are the way they are. I did pull the Zarude, and I'm still not a fan of the Zarude. You guys can see it here on the screen. If you're not watching the pod right now, it's just very, very dark. What happened to it? I just clicked on Zarude and it went away.
It just disappeared. It was so dark.
It's like, no, we don't want to show you. You just talked ish about us. So it is a very interesting choice for the. I mean, look, Pitch Black is a dark theme, so I guess it kind of makes sense. It's just a dark art. I can't really see what's going on with it. So not a huge.
Yeah. I understand the concept, but they definitely ran into a lot of those issues with Pitch Black, which was. I think they did a perfect job with the Darkrai, but so much of the other ones, it doesn't fit. Like Chandelure, yes, is a ghost type. It's kind of menacing. It's got some crazy lore behind it and all this stuff. But like just putting it in a dark room with a dark background does nothing for it. Same with Zeraora. It's like it's got the blue lighting around it, but like
it's a mess.
And while I like it because of like what I connected to, it's still just not like great. It's not dynamic. It's just very one dimensional the whole way. Same with Chandelure. Same with Zarude. There's other IRs I like more, but they made their choice, and I do find it odd. I'll be honest.
Yeah, I agree. The promos for Mega Era, I think my favorite ones were Mega Base. Like the Zekrom from Ascended Hero is actually really cool, but for main sets, Mega Base had the best promos. I think the promos for the rest of these kind of sucked, but yeah, the other cards in this set are kind of mid. I want to also look at real quick. I hate that they do this. I hate that TCGplayer. They need to like monitor and police certain like more things. One of them being the different languages posting in the English post because it gets more eyeballs, because that is highly frustrating, and it's just becoming more and more because of more people trying to sell their cards. But this stuff right here, like posting up like pre-sales of certain things at like way price gouge prices, is kind of crazy. And I don't know, but people still buy because you see sales happen at this time. I don't know if they're fake sales, whatever it is, but like you do see sales happen on pre-sales. But I mean, looking at price gouging, price memory is a thing for some people, but I mean, 123 for the regular ETB, 265 for the booster box. To be honest, at this point, probably not crazy, but it'll definitely be. All this stuff's going to come down.
For context, on the booster box, they're selling 100 a day right now.
Oh, so you clicked into here? Oh my! Like who?
Yeah. There's 300 sold in the last 3 days.
Dude, that's crazy.
Because again, there's money that doesn't care and just says buy it.
Yo, total sold 1,100.
1,100.
That's wild.
1,100, and that's just. It looks like that's just since May when it was announced. So like in a month with a product we have nothing about for most of that.
Yeah,
it's selling. Was selling about 40 to 50 a day. Now it's selling 100.
And the Pokemon Center one, this is insanely priced, guys. For comparison reasons, Ascended Heroes is at this price point. And that is, I don't even want to say it's worth the price, but like if you're looking at these two sets next to each other, yeah, there's no way. But 550, yeah, it's insane. One
and
sold,
5 of them were sold.
Yeah, that's great. I don't understand it. I hope you guys aren't these people that are buying these. If you are, let us know, because maybe we'll have.
I hope people aren't the people that are selling these. Because this is messed up. And this is, I agree. This is my least favorite thing about TCGplayer is that they allow this and there's no policing because it gets eyeballs and they get a cut.
They get a cut, exactly.
If people buy it,
yep,
they get that 14, 13, 15%, whatever it is, and they're thrilled with it. They don't care. It's just bad.
I did become a level 4 seller on TCGplayer this weekend.
Hey, I need to talk to you about. Give them more fees.
About that stuff. Yeah, I got to talk to you about that stuff because I think you were saying something about like setting pricing can be easier with that. Or
yes, it only matters though if you have a lot of product.
Yeah, I probably have like a couple hundred, maybe. I don't know how much is on.
It's not worth it.
Okay. Oh, because you have to pay, right? You have to pay a fee for that.
It's a little bit of higher fees overall because of it. They charge it for running mass price, which for me having 15,000 cards on there, yeah, sure, that makes sense. But for anyone having less than, I would say 1,000, I wouldn't touch it.
And now, the moment I've been waiting for.
Oh boy,
is
time for me to eat some crow.
Yo, this drop, guys. You guys, a couple of you guys asked us about this. This dropped like the next day after we recorded and posted last week's pod. And this is quite possibly some of the best. It's obviously, honestly, I think this might be the best cards in this set.
Oh, it is by far and away. Not even question to me. It's not even close.
So we're talking about the Espeon EX and the Umbreon EX. What do we want to call them? I think they're promos in Japan. At least they're promos. There'll probably be promos in English too. But guys, those two cards and also the two different Pikachu cards, I believe, were revealed on the same day. So we're going to talk about all four of those. But with doing that, before we do that, I do want to look at this product that's coming out in Japan. Again, Japan's getting some really cool stuff. So these things are coming out in the 30th Celebrations Futuristic box. Here's what comes in there. So again, I love this acrylic style like card display back here. This looks really, really cool. It looks like a playmat. Coda and I are both on the same page that we're not a fan of these futuristic rares.
Not at all.
This part just throws up futuristic rare in your face. Like everything is that aggressively gradient from light to dark, and then
with way too much green involved.
Yeah, like I'm not understanding this design. Who am I? I'm not a designer by any means, but I mean, I kind of have an artistic eye. Maybe.
I will say, I showed my wife, who is a graphic designer, and she said, "That looks stupid." I was like, "Thank you. All right, artist and graphic designer approved stupidity."
Yeah.
She was like, "That looks bad." I was like, "Yeah, it does, doesn't it? Can you imagine how much these cards are going to cost?" She's like, "No." I was like, "You don't want to. It's going to be bad."
Yeah. I mean, they did the day and night version of Pikachu. It comes in a playmat. Here's someone actually showcasing the product, but it looks like there's like a playmat box, some damage counter boxes included there. And here is, yes. So what is, like, I tried not to like look at the product until we were live. I wanted to have like an actual like look and see. These cards, they're going to be, we're going to see them in bigger versions right now, but I'm going to scroll down a bit. Unbelievable, dude. This guys, drop in the comments. We would love to hear what you guys think about these, even if you're not an Evolutions fan. Like the 30 in the sky, that's like done by like a plane. It looks like the puff of the smoke of a plane. Yo, I have not even looked at all like this entire card in its entirety. But you have a freaking Victini. Like, it's not even hidden, but it's a Victini in the back floating around. You've got, who is that? I don't know who that is.
Tropius.
Tropius
In the corner. Got the Kangaskhan and baby Kangaskhan's in the balloon. You got Cherim and the back, a little flower. Cherim in the dead center. You got the Meryl and the Zoomeril hanging out on the side. Got a little Comfey over here. Got the Ninetales.
Is that Ninetales and Vulpix? Yep.
This is good. Wait. Mew. I found the Mew. Look right beside the light pole to the left, beside the balloon. You see what I'm seeing?
Where?
So where the light pole right there with the red balloon above the Kangaskhan, look just to the left, right?
Oh,
right,
yeah.
There you go.
There it is.
The little tail. Because we'll see with the Umbreon in a minute, the Mewtwo's and the Umbreon. I was like, why is Mew not here?
There it is,
Mew right there.
I'm circling it with my mouse.
Really small and greeny, but it is definitely there.
Oh yeah. And then of course Espeon and Eevee, they're like they're sitting on a ledge. Sorry, my zoom and pan is crazy.
I think they have to do with for context, I had a buddy text me the next morning after the pod, and he was like, "These Umbreon and Espeon look really good." Because we've just been talking about what we talked about, where like we just really hit the futuristic rares and the sets kind of buns. And then I was like, "Yeah, the sleeping ones, they're pretty cute." Yeah. And he's like, "No." I was like, "What are you talking about?" And he sent me this at 11 in the morning. I was like, "Wait, what?" I was on the beach. I was like, "What's happening?" And I immediately texted you. I was like, "My take purge is going to age the worst of anything we've done." From literally 12 hours later, they're like, "Actually, no." No, the podcast came out after after this was posted, so people really are confused. But yeah, so I think this has to do with the sleeping ones. Like they're on a bed somewhere. I think they're just it's the same side by side where the sleeping one's facing left and the Umbreon's facing right, or invert that left and right. So I think it's to do with that, and it's just so good. And I'm glad I found the Mew because I knew there was going to be one in here. I just couldn't find it for the longest time.
Honestly, I think this is some of the best artwork we've seen. I hope that there's texture on here. The borders on here look really cool. Here's the Umbreon.
So.
The Umbreon, dude. I honestly, it's done so well where like you can see like Umbreon's like it almost looks like the fur of Umbreon with the way that the light is hitting the head, and tail, and the back. You know what I mean? And it stands out more because it's black with the yellow tints on the fur. But like honestly, and who is in this card? Because this is like, is this Hydreigon right here?
Yeah. So. Well, I don't know where you are. So we got Dano and Zweilous, and then Hydreigon up in the air.
Okay. Zeraora right here.
Zeraora's right there. We got Toxtricity and Toxel on the ledge right there. Obviously, we have Eevee and Umbreon right here. We have Cresselia in the left corner, and right below it is actually a pink Minior shooting star coming through. Let's see. We got a Murkrow. We got Zora and Zoroark. And then we got Hydreigon, and of course we have Mewtwo over there.
I'm interested to see what Mewtwo's looking at over there. Mewtwo's facing that way, right?
He's watching the fireworks, man.
Dude, honestly, and again, a really good attention to like day and night detail. The day had the 30th put by a plane cloud, and then this is fireworks that just has 30 kind of like cut out of it. So like what you would see at night, which is so cool. I mean, I don't. They know what they're doing, but like putting an evolution on, like you could have put some other popular Pokemon here, and it would have been great. But putting an evolution on here is really gonna just
specifically these two, which are two of probably two of the three most popular with Sylveon.
Yeah, agreed.
So question for you: in the rankings of Umbreons that we've seen, where does this one land? For you, and this is again, we're taking price out of the context. We're taking all that out. And again, I will say while you're thinking about that, my stance on this set being buns is absolutely still true because this is not in the set. If this was in the set, we're talking about something different, and maybe it will be announced that it is in the set. We don't know, but I think this may just be a specialty Japanese thing. In which case, this is not in the set. The set still sucks. We just have some of the best promos we've ever had.
Yeah. Honestly, this is almost like take purge territory, but I don't. It's like almost verbatim to what I said about the Bubble Mew. I don't know why people love the Umbreon so much. Like what it's
that's not where I thought you were going.
It's a VMAX, but like don't get me wrong, it's cool. But now that we've seen other Umbreon cards, like I don't know, man. I think that the Umbreon from Prismatic is fire, but the way that the graphic is made, it's like, and the terrestrialized part of it, it almost gives like a stained glass type vibe to it. So it's very busy. This Umbreon is very prevalent. Like, it is like the center of the card. It sticks out like. You know what I mean? Like you can see this is an Umbreon from like a mile away because it's just what it is. I don't know. Like you're saying what my ranking is of the best. Dude, this is up there now. Like, again, I said this on one of the pods. Like I'm like, it's like my ADHD part. Like, oh, what's next? Wait, hold on a second. Another Umbreon? I like this one now. This is my favorite one. No, this is my favorite one. I don't know. I also like the sleeping Umbreon, the Sleepreon, if you will, in the Chinese simplified Chinese volume 2. The only thing that card is missing is texture. That is like has like illustration rare flat. But I love the card. I love how it's very small. Like Umbreon's smaller in that card. It's not like big like this one. I don't know, man. I think it's damn. Again, not knowing how, like, just thinking back about some of the older Umbreons that I don't remember, which could be some of those. I think the Prismatic one is better than the Evolving Skies one. This one, It's tough because it's not just Umbreon in this one. Like this is a lot going on. This is like representing the 30th. You know what I mean? There's an Eevee in it too. There's all these other Pokemon. It's very hard to compare this one with the others. But this is up there. This is up there.
Yeah. So I don't like the prismatic one that much, actually. I think it kind of falls into this. It's a personal preference. I like the rainbow border enough. I just hate the crowns. I've always hated the crowns. I hate the crowns on pretty much everything.
Yeah,
I think the crown just looks bad, and I still don't understand like what's happening in the card. I'm looking at it now. I just don't understand what's happening in the card.
That's what I'm saying. It's like it's very
so
busy.
much. Yeah, the prismatic Umbreon is just like loud, and then there's kind of an Umbreon, right? It's just like there's this. I don't know, is this a weird face below it? Like I've never fully understood what this card was. I've never really cared for it. I like hot take. I like the Moonbreon. I think it's kind of a playful play on Umbreon, which I with being an Eevee, like Gen 1, it was like Scyther and Eevee were my two favorite Pokemon from when I was like 5. Actually, when I was 6, I think it was 6, I got like an Eevee plush. It was like the first plush I ever had, and I had that thing for probably 15 years until I got lost in a move. But like, I like the Moonbreon. I playful side. I love like this green. Teal is my favorite color. So the teals and the skyline and the water on the Moonbreon just hit really hit for me. So this is one of my favorites still. I also like the Gold Star. I like Gold Star Umbreon.
I was gonna say like those are the ones that like I probably don't remember. Like even this, like this is so cool. The one from Neo Discovery. Like I think
that's one of my least favorites.
I just like, I mean, you can't even tell, like it almost looks like the entire body's like a shadow. It's like that's how dark it is. I guess you could say that's the original Moonbreon. Wow.
I think his ears look really derpy in the Neo Discovery one. I don't know why, but his ears just look like it looks like Dumbo ears.
How much is this card?
It's very expensive.
Oh my God.
It's very expensive.
That's crazy.
And near mint,
you said, which one did you like?
These are so like the Moonbreon, but the Gold Star from I don't know what it's originally from, but it's the Gold Star from my God.
Celebrations did the reprint, right?
Celebration did the reprint. That's what I was thinking of, because that's where I really know it from. That's kind of fun. I like shiny Umbreon. So I know, yes, I'm basic. I get it. I love Umbreon. Oh no, I love Eeveelutions. I've loved Eeveelution since I was whenever Pokemon came out. I was 4 when the Pokemon came out, I think. So like
I love this. Like this is so cool too. It's just a close up shot of it. We're not going through our favorite. We're not going through our favorite. We got to save that for the Umbreon pod.
But I was going to say is what I do like is for a lot of these, it has the same problem. Like the old ones have a lot of the same problems, and the prismatic as what we talk about with Pitch Black, where it's just everything's so dark that nothing pops, and when nothing pops. Yeah, it's not like a good centerpiece. It's not a card that I can put on a display and be like, that looks cool.
This one pops.
And it has teals. It has really nice coloring. The gold rings on Umbreon pop really well. So
let me ask you this.
It's a $700 card or whatever it is.
Is Eevee and the Eeveelutions, are they cats? Because that's how I kind of think of them as.
They're foxes.
Because it looks like Umbreon's like gonna go play with the moon, like a cat plays with like something. But
yeah, it does. Oh no, looks like it looks like they're based off like cats and foxes actually.
Okay,
is what the immediate Google cursory Google pops up as. It's got a bunch of different people say a bunch of different things, but foxes and cats, like it's kind of mixes of those, which makes sense. I mean, they are like Eevee's got that playfulness, but like, you know, Umbreon is kind of just moody like a cat, like a lot of the cats I grew up with, just kind of moody little brooding cats. Probably play at near demise, you know, all good.
Yeah, 100%.
Anyway, back to the subject at hand after that tangent. I think this Umbreon is. It's so clear, and like you said, the sheen on the fur looks really good. It looks textured, and if it has texture on the actual card, it'll pop even better.
Oh man,
I like it more than the prismatic one for sure, because I just don't like the prismatic one that much because it's too busy. I don't like it as much as Moonbreon, but also I'm a sucker for having other Pokemon in the background. I think the thing is you have Zoroark, which is a very popular Pokemon. Mewtwo, which is a very popular Pokemon, obviously. Hydreigon's pretty popular. Zeraora is actually really popular for some reason. And then Eevee. There's a lot to love about this card. I think this card is going to be, if there's an English version of the card, I think it's going to be like Pikachu rates.
Oh yeah.
Depending on what it's in. If it's a secret, if it's an SIR, Pikachu, like Mega Gengar area, like 13, 1400. If it's a promo, probably less, just because we know promos. Like the Mew promo for 151 is only $100 right now. So
honestly, I think what's in the best interest of collectors is that this is in the set and not a promo, because you've been seeing how things have been coming out, right? Like if this is in, for example, we know there's a UPC coming. If this is in the UPC price is going to be insane. Right, like if these are the two promos in our UPC, like we're cooked already. Can you imagine how it's going to be if that's like that's what I'm saying? But like they're doing a really good job at putting good promos, and honestly, I feel like they pulled back on giving us illustration rare promos, like they did the Haunter and the Meloetta in those battle decks. Like no one would buy those battle decks aside from people that play the TCG, right? But because it had those exclusive promos in there, and actually one of the other exclusive promos is my pickup of the week this week. But if these are one of those, then those products are just going to like look at the first starters, the first partner series 1. Like those are just crazy. I mean, not crazy expensive, but if these go in some of those sets, it's going to really become an issue with, especially the UPC. I don't know any other 2 cards that they announced yet. Maybe they just didn't announce anything. Or maybe that is going to be the promo in the UPC. This would make sense. Because it is,
unless it's the Pikachu's.
Oh, that's true. Which
so we should probably run over those real quick. Maybe literally with a car because they're so ugly.
Yeah, but look, this is what comes in. So like, here's why I'm thinking it's the UPC, because this is kind of stuff that comes in a UPC, like a playmat. The playmat with the day and night playmats are really cool. The damage counters, the coins. It looks like this is like an acrylic deck box, but probably not acrylic. But it looks really cool. There it is. Maybe it's a metal tin of something. 30th anniversary. Here's the playmats, the coins. I don't know. A lot of this stuff says like if they're going to be bringing all of this stuff to the English, it's probably going to be in a UPC. That's why.
We also have no clue if they are. They might not.
Yeah, they might not. This might. So you're saying like, this might be a Japanese exclusive.
Just because things are released simultaneously, like we talked about, doesn't mean that everyone's getting everything. So I think there's a chance that this box is a Japanese exclusive. I think Japan should have its own exclusives because it's where it all originated. This is like, this is the founding of whether or not it's the biggest there or biggest in US, whatever. Like I like the idea of Japanese exclusives because they look cool. Now,
here's some new.
Yeah.
They showed us the Sylveon, I think, last week. We looked at the Sylveon, which reminded us exactly what you said, the Radiant Collection. This is cool where it has like some gold leaves, like floating around on the Espeon EX and then the Umbreon EX as well. I'm interested if these, I'm assuming these will be in the set. It looks like these are in the set, the Chinese set, based on the numbers.
Yeah. I think there's a chance these are English exclusives or they are the Umbreon Espeon, or they're going to be promos in a different type of thing. I just don't see us getting this type of product. We never really have gotten that kind of product.
Do you think they would put these in two ETBs? A day and night 30th ETB? Because they're playing a lot on this day and night. I don't know, man. Like,
maybe if they
that would be insane again. Because like now you're throwing in a different version, like 2 different variants of an ETB, which is already going to be crazy.
Yeah, because Celebrations there were no illustrations at that point, so there was no promo.
Wait, but didn't
for the ETB?
I think the Greninja came in the box. The Greninja came in the box.
Oh my gosh, you're right.
Yeah. So that's why I'm saying, like, I don't know, man. We're gonna have to have a promo in there. And then imagine
we are
a Pokemon Center stamp on these guys. Guys,
I don't think that's what's gonna happen. I'm gonna say, in my opinion, if anything's gonna be, it's gonna be the Pikachus that they do that with. They're not gonna do it with the Espeon Umbreon.
Oh, that'd be cool.
Because they're pushing this whole futuristic rare crap, which looks just so gosh darn awful.
Yeah,
that's so ugly.
Like, it almost looks like Pikachu, like, you know, like those like glass figures. I don't know what it is. Like, they're just like glass little trinkets.
Yeah. It looks terrible. These are just the ugliest things that Pokemon's come up with since.
The only thing I like about him is the different 30th celebration head thing.
Yeah, I mean, it's the only good thing.
The only thing that it's like different. That's why I like it. It's different.
What is worse as far as like
here's
gimmicks that they?
Oh, is this new?
Never mind.
Is this new? Hold on a second.
What are you? I'm not seeing them on the page I'm on.
Oh my god! So hold on.
I only see the Japanese.
Yeah, I did not see this English, guys. We're literally rolling through this live.
Where did you go? He's sending me the outdated crap over here.
The Espeon EX in English is Mega Evolution Promo 108. Yep.
So it is a promo.
Yep. And hold on, and so are these.
Okay, so I would. There's no earthly way they're all four going to be in the UPC.
Oh no! Hold on.
No,
real quick.
No,
the UPC, the Celebrations UPC had. Didn't it have like a couple of gold, not the metal Pikachus, but it had a couple of other gold foil Pikachus in there. I don't know if these are not equivalent as far as rarity, so I don't think that. But if they split this up, it could go either way. If they put Umbreon and Espeon in the UPC, and they put both of these Pikachus in a day and night ETB, we are absolutely toast. We're absolutely cooked. Sell all of your stuff now and wait for this. Yo, this look. Damn. This is why I like English more, because I could read it and it just automatically catches my eye so much more.
Oh, really? Oh, that's funny. So for me, I like Japanese more because I don't get distracted. I get distracted by the words. I like just seeing the art.
Dude.
Oh, it's at the very bottom. Why is this all the way down here? Oh, update. Yeah. It was an update. Oh, I see it. I'm thinking
it was an update.
Where did it update?
I definitely remember looking at these two cards, the 4 cards, the Pikachus as well. Not the product.
I was looking at this and it wasn't
That's
here.
Crazy, guys.
All right, so day I was looking at it.
What do we say? 107? 107. Okay, so it's interesting how they did it. I guess they put the 2 day. 107 is the Pikachu day.
Oh my gosh, they're interspersed into each other. Oh wait, hold on. So it's alternating. Oh, I think they're gonna be in the same product.
Because the promos are in order. 107, 108 is the light, and 109 and 110 is the dark Pikachu and Umbreon. Dude, oh my god.
I think you're right. I think they are gonna be I think they may be they might be in the same box. It's because it's 108, 107, 108 is the Espeon, and then 109. It's like the Pikachu is in between them.
Yeah.
I am concerned. Now
107 the Pikachu, 108 the Umbreon, the Espeon, and then 109 is the other Pikachu, and 110 is the Umbreon. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, we know that they're promos, so they're not going to be in the set. Now,
they're not in the set, which means the set still sucks. The set still sucks. I'm gonna stand by it. The set's not good.
We will get to one of the comments, but someone did say something about the cards that are going to be in it, or what we think.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah,
it'll be interesting to discuss.
So, guys, let us know what you think about this, man. What product do you think these 4 promos are going to be in? Will they be in the same product? Will they be in 4 different products? Will the day ones be in one and the night ones be in the other? I don't know. It's going to be very interesting to see. We should probably go back and look at what product they did, that list that leaked out. I don't know if Notify put it up. Remember?
I sent that to you. Where did I send that to you at?
Probably, I want to say IG maybe, but it could have been in the Discord.
Discord, because I don't have it down.
I don't remember what episode we looked at it, so I can go back to the show notes. But let us know what you guys think about these. Let us know what you think about the artwork. Which we clearly both love the evolutions and kind of hate the Pikachus.
Literally everything else.
I think they're going to be in, but my gosh, man, these being promos is going to be very interesting. I'm here for it. I love these evolutions.
Yeah.
And if you're an evolutions collector fan, you're going to really, it's going to be a little bit of a struggle.
Add it to the list of things I'll never own, like like a Moonreon and the original Gold Czar.
Things I'll never own for 300.
Bad. Couldn't have been 300. That'd be way too cheap.
Gosh.
I need to find the stupid thing now because I don't even remember where I got it from. I think it was. Oh,
it might have been.
Never mind. Not gonna find it.
Yeah,
I ain't gonna find it. There was only one ETB listed. It was just Elite Trainer box.
Yeah, but
there weren't two different There weren't two different product IDs for it.
I'm trying to think. Okay, because I was trying to think, like, like what set is that? Paradox Rift, Temporal Forces, SV Base. I don't know if they necessarily had multiple SKUs when they announced like an ETB was going to be coming or whatever. I mean, maybe, but
who knows? Yeah. I mean, I don't have a,
because like there's a lot of products that come out now, right? Either. Like tech stickers that have like, I mean, they had foil card, like Cosmo foil cards. They're maybe not promos. UPC is going to have the promos. ETB is going to have the promos. They might have. They might even do like a crazy like a pin collection or like the Unova heavy hitter style with like 15 or 20 packs in it and have the promos in there. You know what I mean? Like a Blooming Waters style box.
I guess they got the only thing, and I don't know, I don't pay attention enough to the numbering system to know this, but I wonder if because of how the numbering is, the Pikachus aren't separate. Because it's not like 107, 108 is Espeon, Umbreon, and 109, 110 is a Pikachu. So it's like it's Espeon, Pikachu, Umbreon, Pikachu. So that tells me that they're either going to be in the same product or it is going to be a day and night scenario.
Day and night.
Now, it could be that this is not how the promo numbers work. Let us know in the comments. I am a plebeian that doesn't collect promos and doesn't pay attention enough to the numbering system to know this. I should, but I don't at the moment and don't have the ability to research in the middle of this. I'd rather have you guys do it for me because that's way easier.
I mean, it's gonna be crazy. I think it's gonna be insane. Knowing now that they're promos is just next level.
You know what? I'm glad they're promos because that hopefully means there's gonna be a lot of them, kind of like the Mew EX, the Mewtwo from 151, so maybe they won't be as difficult to get and won't be as valuable. But then again, the Gold Star Greninja and Gold Star Umbreon are also promos, so it might be just a pipe dream. I just want to hope a little bit because I know I'm never going to see this product unless I pay scalper prices, and I'm not going to because I never do. So
yeah, it's going to be
shit if you do. I just don't.
It's going to be interesting for sure. For sure. We don't know what Pokemon's doing. They're clearly shifting how they've been doing their main sets right now. Smaller sets, waived releases, still like the booster boxes now are still kind of like becoming scarce. But the specialty sets, like look at Ascended Heroes. Ascended Heroes, I think, is pushing like $20 a pack almost right now, which is
Ascended Heroes was crazy. Prismatic was crazy.
So
How Damn Fates is so crazy. 151, Ground Zenith. We'll just not talk about the fact that I think this set is buns, but it'll still go well because it's an anniversary set.
Yeah, I mean, guys, honestly, us thinking that this set is mid at best is not. It has no bearing on the fact that like it will sell out immediately. Everyone's going to gobble this up. We're going to try to open up stuff when we get it as well. It does not take that. You know what I'm saying? Like those two things could be exist at the same time. And like if you see us ripping a bunch of it, let's say if we had a bunch, we're not being hypocritical. The set is what it is in our eyes, but it is a 30th celebration, so we also want to partake in that as well.
Yeah.
I definitely.
Now I will say I'm personally not going to rip any unless I see a a reprint. Unless the reprint list, spoiler for later question, is different and it's not what we saw, in which case I might.
You'll rip it. Knock it off.
Now, dude, one, do you think I'm going to find any? Two, that's
what if I send you something? You won't rip it?
I'll rip it if you send. Oh, yes. If you send me things, if you could send me Zatch Bell reference for Shady Penguin fans. Zedge Bell packs from like 20 years ago. That's a set from an anime no one remembers, and I would rip it because it's just fun to rip things open.
Yeah.
But the problem is, our Walmarts here are just completely stalked by people. Targets are stalked by people.
Yeah.
Pokemon Center is absolute crap. Now, if Costco pops out and has a release of this, I might be able to get some because it's just a lottery system and it actually works.
Yeah. Well, Costco probably might. I mean, think about it. They had the other UPCs. So
probably might is such a strong term. They probably might. Like, yeah, that'd be nice.
Yeah.
Oh man, no, I mean that'd be great. I hope Sam's Club doesn't have it just because Sam's Club is so bad with their stuff, but who knows? I just nothing.
I never hit on any of those. I've never hit on Walmart.
Yeah.
I've never hit on Costco. Nothing. Pokemon Center, I've consistently gotten.
Pokemon Center, it's a little bit hit or miss me, but Costco is pretty decent. And I don't always get it, but I always feel like I have a chance, which is like the little bit of hope you need.
Yeah.
But yeah, this set would only be open for certain reprints of cards that I'll never see. And now if they come out and they look ugly, I'm not going to get them. Like if it's all foil and like the Lugia, that doesn't appeal to me as much as there's that pretty hollow in the middle there.
It'll probably be a different hollow pattern, I'm assuming.
Yeah, I'm curious to see what they do with it. And that'll very greatly dictate whether or not I open any of it because they don't appeal to me. And the Scizor is the only one that I really want. And I'll probably just buy that one, honestly, because I try to collect all the Scizor and Scyther and Rowlet cards.
Man, I think it was you I was thinking of. Someone came up to me with some Scizor cards at the show, and I was like, who wants to look at these?
Scizor's fun. My boy.
So, listen, we want to talk, we want to do so there's a few things going on, right, guys? So, I think we're going to take a week off, and we're trying to figure out if we do alternating weeks for the Take Purge. So
yes.
I think this week we're going to skip Take Purge, but we want to talk about Sword and Shield era sets. Do you want to go into that now? Do you want to go? I do want to have. I want to have a little part in talking about my. Show. I don't know if you want to do that after the.
I will. Yeah, I think we can. We'll do over Sword and Shield, and then we'll go over the show, and then we'll go into comments. But we will quickly play our favorite game we haven't played in a while, which is what is the ridiculous price on those PSA 10s? I've got the Gengar and Pikachu pulled up. I hadn't checked these since the last time we talked about them, which is probably like 3 or 4 weeks ago.
Yeah, it's been a couple of weeks. We've been kind of like...
Been a couple weeks.
Yeah.
So PSA sold a copy of a PSA 10 Mega Gengar from Ascended Heroes. How much did that card go for?
Shoot, I already forgot what it was going for. I mean, it's like in the 4,000 range.
That's where it was. Yeah, somewhere in there.
Okay, so it wasn't the 4,000
anymore.
Not there anymore. Is it up or down? Down. Yeah. 3,200.
2,800.
Wow.
What's the raw selling for?
That's great. I think the raw is still there. I think it's still at like 1,300. Yeah, interesting. Huh.
Yeah, it's my assumption is the supply has finally caught up with the demand on those.
You know what's weird? I do have to say this. Like, so granted, I was banned from going on TikTok lives for like almost a week, which was crazy for me, for doing nothing. We still haven't figured that out yet. But
there you.
I don't know. Like I used to. People don't even come in and ask for it, but I mean, I guess they can see it in my shop. We've been focusing on perfect order, energy breaks, opening up packs, bundles, ETBs. Same thing for Chaos Rising. I think that these sets have kind of look Ascended Heroes, and we said this when we had our like purge on it. Like we're not saying, yep, go out and buy $20 packs of a set that's 4 months old. But there is a market for people that can and will spend that and more on Ascended Heroes. So that almost prices a lot of people out. Like it will price me out if I went on a stream. Yeah. Like I'm not buying that, right? So now we're at this like crossroads for, like, at least for me as a streamer. Like I haven't picked up Ascended Heroes because I wasn't able to get it at less than like $14 a pack. So then what am I going to sell it for even in a break style? So I'm like, all right, I guess we're not going to have Ascended Heroes. So we have it.
Yeah.
And it's almost like I forgot about it. And then like, I don't know, I went on a live stream right after mine and like it was a 72 pack break and it was $144 a spot. So that's over $70 a spot. So over $70 for the break.
Man.
I mean, I was at 60 before the pricing kind of went up. So it's, I mean, I don't know. Is it?
I mean, that's probably right. It's just crazy.
Yeah. And like, I don't know. So we've been ripping the smaller sets, and I think that that's kind of been saving us. And you know, if I get a wave 2, hopefully I'll be able to even lower the breaks down from 35 to 30, because then I'll be able to get some more at distro pricing. We'll see. We'll see what I mean.
All those wave 2s that have been coming out and just keeping the market. Oh, never mind. That didn't happen.
Yeah, right.
It's good. But it's okay because they've been printing at Mexico and oh wait, that didn't happen either.
That did.
Well, at least they're not printing like way more energy cards for all the ETB. Oh, they are doing that. Oh wow, it's almost like Pokemon doesn't care.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Pikachu PSA 10 sold by a seller with about 574 reviews. I said about 574. It's literally 574 with 100% positive feedback. How much did that card sell for today?
I'm so sick of this. If it's more than the Gengar, the Gengar's 2,800. That's got to be at 2,500.
3,300.
Get out of here. Stop hyping. Can we stop pumping this Pikachu?
3,300, 3,400. The Gengar, on the other hand, was like, there was a sale for 3,000. There's a sale for 2,800. Sale for like 3,000 yen. Yeah.
No.
Did you notice that? So, okay, have you watched Lord of the Rings?
No. I mean, maybe, but I don't remember it. I probably fell asleep.
I'm ending the podcast right now. Anyway. For those cultured people out there that have seen Lord of the Rings, the greatest meme of all time with that movie is the fact that, did you know that Viggo Mortensen broke his toe when he kicked that helmet in the Two Towers? It's basically the actor who plays Aragorn actually kicked a helmet and let out this big scream because he thought people had died. He broke his toe kicking the helmet, and that's part of why he screamed like that. But it's everybody's favorite fact from there to like meme one and be like, did you know that? It's just everybody waits for it. If you have a new viewer watching the show or the movie, you're just sitting there like, waiting for it. Kicks it. Did you know that Viggo Mortensen broke his toe? Like, that's what happened. So the Pikachus become that, where it's like, did you know there's Pikachus in the background? Did you see the Pikachus in the background? Did you see them? Did you know there's Pikachus in the background of that card? And that's like the whole. It's just a meme now. It's just like, did you know they were there? Like, yes, there's shadows in the background. They're like a couple pixels wide. No one cares.
Yeah,
it's stupid.
No, but it's like if that's the reason we're getting pumped up, like, please. No,
that's 100% the reason.
Like
it's Pikachu, but
I mean, yeah, but like I don't know, man. I'm over the card art. It's nothing crazy. I like it. I still like the Pikachu more. I don't know. That's insane to me. That's going more than the Gengar. That's going more than the Gengar. It's kind of crazy.
Yeah.
All right, let's move on into some other interesting. I don't know. My face like I don't know.
Yeah,
Sword and Shield, guys. If you guys were in Pokemon with Sword and Shield, let us know what set is your favorite in the era. Maybe you started in Sword and Shield like I did when I got back in. I started at Brilliant Stars, so that was a fun set to start with. But we're going to throw it way back to Sword and Shield base.
Oh, boy.
Which we opened this up briefly right before the pod just to take a look. And right on the screen, you're going to see, again, I sorted from top to bottom, pricing high to low. And the number one card in this set is a Rainbow Rare. So Rainbow Rares were a thing of, I don't know if were they in Sun and Moon? They might have been, but definitely I remember seeing them in Sword and Shield. The two top chases is the Snorlax VMAX. You can see them actually on the screen. They're both side by side. I think this is a really cool artwork. I do love the one that's in the number 2 spot because you can see it better with all the color and whatever. And it's only a $64 card. So this is the problem mainly that I'll say I have with where we're at when you look at the last 6 to 8 years of this, of the TCG, is that in 4 years from now, will this be what like some of the multi-$100 cards are in SV and Mega? I don't know. But the top chase isn't even, there's no cards over $100 in this set. And I believe we said the booster box is at like $650.
$688.
$688 for the booster box. So we definitely spoke about this. I know Coda said, like, looking at a card, a set value, a booster box price, it doesn't exactly correlate to the pricing of top chases in the set, because now the sealed product is the collectible. Now that set came out. I think we actually said it last week. It came out like 2021, right? So,
what did
Sword and Shield base?
Sword and Shield base was 2019 or 2020.
Yeah, I think I don't remember what I thought. I could have sworn it was around COVID, but I think we actually looked it up.
I know it came out before COVID because, well, not before.
I've been around.
I thought, Sword and Shield. I'm gonna look at the game release first because I think that's what we went on first. Game was released in 2019. So it probably was 2020 technically because the first set's always after that. Sword Shield.
I think it was 2020, like March. I think we looked at it like, was it last week? Maybe.
It probably is. It was February 2020. February 7th, 2020.
But like, this is like a huge Snorlax set. You got the Snorlax Rainbow Rare under 100, right under 100. You got the Snorlax Full Art VMAX at 64 market price. And then the Full Art Snorlax is, and there's a Marnie in between, but the Full Art Snorlax is just 31. The Marnie's 38. So, and then you got the Morpeko. You've got the Marnie Rainbow Rare. The Zacian V, because this is Sword and Shield. The Lapras VMAX, I do like that. It's really cool. But again, 17, like most of like the bigger chase cards, like when you think about like the Lapras VMAX, and then you look at Misty's Lapras, that's a year old now from Destined. I mean, you can probably get 5 of these Lapras cards for the price of that. I mean, 3 to 5. It's just like, it's kind of crazy. And then you get your Snorlax V.
But I think that Misty's Lapras is 5 times better than that Lapras.
You're 100% right. The artwork is
So for me, looking at this, it really indicates how important illustration rares and alt arts have been to Pokemon. And obviously we had some of those in like the tag team era, right? We had the alternate arts, or the whatever they called them in that era. Like the Lovebirds, the Gengar Mimikyu, whatever you want to call it.
Yep.
So I think it really indicates how important those were and how much of a downer it was to go from that to just a full art and just a Rainbow Rare. And I think that's why like the first half, actually, you know what? Yeah, alternate art full art. The Latias Latias is technically, the Lovebirds is technically a alternate art. But it just shows that like there is really an important element to having something else, because these all the ultra rares, the secret rares, no one's ever really cared about them. To any great degree up until Mega era, the gold cards were like all right, whatever, it's fine. It's like something, but it's somehow rarer than the things I actually want.
I mean, because like the gold cards, I think they had like this is the Zacian V. I mean, that's kind of why I like the gold cards now, dude.
I like the Rainbow Rares enough, honestly. Like I do like the Rainbow Rares.
I don't mind them, but that Zacian full art is this exact artwork, but with gold in the background instead of this. So that's kind of why those never really took off. I feel like it wasn't a different card in the sense of art. But yeah, I mean, that's kind of like what is sprinkled all throughout this. The full art and then the Rainbow Rares, like the same similar style. The Morpeko.
The first several sets in Sword and Shield are awful. And it's for this reason. It's for the reason of there's just nothing there. There's nothing in these sets that's like, oh, that's a great card. It's like the Snorlax is fine, but it's just a full art. It's just a Snorlax. It's fine. It's not like there's no like depth, there's no story, there's no like
there's a ton of V's.
There's nothing happening there.
Oh my god.
Oh yeah. Sure.
There's like a million.
Well, it's like the EXs. I mean, how many EXs are in Scarby base?
Yeah, that's true. Oh, look at the fairy energy. It's just
all the. I love the fairy energies, man.
Oh man,
I miss it. I understand why they took it out, but man, I did love fairy energies.
Fairy energies, that's crazy. Yeah,
gold fairy energy is one of my favorite cards. My favorite energy card of all time is the Burning Shadows gold berry energy. It just looks good.
Is it in this
gold.
set? Because that would have
nice.
been, yeah, that would have been nice.
Yeah, but I think I agree with you.
I agree with you.
Yeah, in the end, like I think it's important. That's why, like, if my worry, which is I'm not really that worried about it because I think that Pokemon sees how important alternate arts are, and they've had them since, I can't remember which set had the first alternate arts in Sword and Shield. I know it was before Evolving Skies, so it was like either 5 or 6.
Evolving
that had them.
Well, before Evolving Skies was Chilling Reign, and then it was
Chilling Reign did have them as well.
Battle Styles had it. I think Battle Styles might be the first one because Vivid Voltage didn't have it. I'm looking at the booster boxes.
Yeah, Vivid Voltage just had the Rainbow Pikachu as being the big card.
Battle Styles had the Empoleon. It had the...
It did. So Battle Styles was...
Yeah.
Hey, look. Give the Battle Styles all the crap you want. That's fair. It gave us this. It was what restarted the best thing that's happened in the Pokemon TCG as far as the collection side of it, in my opinion, is the alternate arts to illustration rares to secret illustration rares or special illustration, whatever it technically is.
Yep.
To the Mega Gold's actually looking good. I still don't love them, but they're so much better than what they had. Mm-hmm. So I'll gladly take it. It's just it shows how much important it is. And if they replace those with futuristic rares, I'm going to riot. I really hope they're replacing the gold with a futuristic rares.
Yeah, or just like we said,
but it's like rainbow rare, gold rare, future crap chrome green thing rare.
Mm-hmm. Well, we know that the Mew and the Mewtwo are in the set, and the Pikachus are promos. Yes. So who knows what they'll do with them?
Oh, I hope they don't. If they ever replace illustration rares or special illustrations with them, I'm going to.
No.
Now, I will say gold is the only one we haven't seen anything of. We have not seen any gold cards in this set. So my hope is that's what they replace.
You know who made a sick one, right? Sparkachu made a crazy gold. He loves Sparkachu. He loves Pikachu. So he made this crazy. Dude, I don't even know how he makes them. It was wild. I'll send it to you. Yeah. So we're going to look at 2 Sword and Shield sets. So we looked at Sword and Shield base. Nothing too crazy. We'll go into Rebel Clash real quick, guys. We're not going to take up too much time. Let us know what you guys think about this, because as we get to the future sets in this, it's going to get really fun and interesting. Like we said, we want to cover all of them. We'll probably do about 2 a week, alternating with like Take Purge and other things. So we won't be doing this every week. We're just trying out some new things. This set is even worse. And when I got back into the hobby, people were calling this set Rebel Trash instead of Rebel Clash. I want to say this was one of the more smaller printed of the sets, because when I was looking to do some rips for the live stream early on in my live ripping career, if you will, this ETB was like $180, where like ETBs were not expensive. This one was expensive. But guys, you can see Boss's Orders is the top chase, both the full art and the rainbow rare. $67 for the full art, $44 for the rainbow rare, and then you drop down to $28 for this Ninetales, which again, I'm calling these art styles like lazy now. Like this is like, you know what I mean? So like when you look at the cards now and you're like, that full art kind of looks lazy. That's this. And that's like one of the, you know what I'm saying? Like that's one of the chases. Yeah. So I don't know. It's, to me, I'm like, nah, I don't know, guys. I feel like that's why these sets are, again, the sealed product is the collectible. I don't think people are looking to open up these packs to pull any of these hits. I mean, look, if you're a Toxicity fan, if you're a Cinderace fan, sure. Yeah.
I mean, I remember ripping Boundaries Crossed, which was my favorite set to rip. That and Dark Explorers, Black and White era, I ripped those 2 sets. And Dragons Exalted, I ripped all of those a ton. If you pull up the top chase that was in Boundaries Crossed, I believe it's still, I pulled this card. I remember exactly where I was. I remember everything about that moment because I'd never pulled anything good out of Pokemon packs. I just got into it. And it is that Black Kyurem right there. I pulled that card and
that looks cool.
I was just so excited for it. And then I used it and played it. And then I actually, I ended up selling it when I first started the business to try to get some money. And I sold it. I don't remember what I sold it for, but definitely less than it's listed now.
This is Gen 5, right? Yeah, the Black and White.
Gen 5. Yeah. This was like middle of Gen 5 era, I believe. That's the top card. Even with the shiny cards in there, which I really liked having the secret rares be the shiny cards instead of being gold.
Is that this right here?
Yeah, they had the secret rares.
Oh,
Solitaria, Terrakion. I don't remember what else is in that set.
Yeah, I think I might have had one or two of these.
But you'll notice this is the big chase. The big chase right here is this Kyurem, and it's just a full art. It's not even like it's just a full art.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll tell you, it's textured okay. It doesn't look incredible. It doesn't look anything special.
Cool. They definitely look cool as far as artwork is concerned. It's like
it's cool, but like that was it. This was I remember pulling this and thinking, this is incredible. This is the best thing I've ever seen.
Mm-hmm.
And that was when you pull an EX and you're like, yes, let's go. That's sick. Like that Keldeo full art I pulled. And I was like, this is amazing. But like it's just full art.
Because at the time you didn't know what was coming.
Well, that's all there was. That was it.
This Celebi looks sick.
The Celebi does look pretty cool. But like that's all we had, man. Mm-hmm. It's crazy to think of how like that was happening. And now we get to the point where it's like, if we saw Perfect Order back then, we'd lose our minds.
Right.
Man, we'd be going insane. It'd be like, what is this? Special illustrate. Look at this Meowth. That's amazing. Oh my gosh. Like we would be losing our absolute minds over this stuff because this is what we had. We didn't have anything cool.
Yeah.
Like the love. I wish I was still playing the video game, obviously, because I've never stopped playing the video game since I was a kid. But I wish so much that I'd been in the era of Team Up and like been like actively like a part of the TCG because oh my gosh, it would have just been the coolest thing ever. Like it would have been just like, oh my, this is
now what I always wonder, like what drives that like thought? Is it the value of the cards now knowing what they are in hindsight, or is it more like I wasn't there, and if I was, it would have been cool, and I probably would have kept them, and they're still cool now. I don't know. Like I always say, like, would I have it? Because like that's always like the same thing. Like, would you have collected it? Because in like 5 years, Perfect Order obviously will be well out of print, and then it's like, oh man, I could have opened all those. Like, why didn't I open those packs? You know what I'm saying? But it's like collectively, the people that are in the TCG right now are like, nah, or collecting are like, nah. Whatever, we ripped some packs. It was fun. We moved on. We went back to back to. I don't know. It's always that. For me, for me, I would have definitely been. I would just love the art because I remember opening these and seeing, the full arts and thinking like pulling that full art Kyurem in a Walmart parking lot, and I was just like, oh my gosh, this is incredible. Like I was like shaking. This is so cool because I was playing the TCG. I knew that was like the top chase. I didn't know what it was. I was never going to sell it, so I didn't have size cool what it was. Such a great feeling though.
I was just like. It was just cool to like pull the best thing that you could pull. It wasn't what I was chasing actually. I wanted the Keldeo for my deck because I wanted a full art deck. But like same thing with XY. I think it was Ancient Origins. Maybe it wasn't. It was Ancient Origins or whoever said it was that the gold Groudon and the gold Kyogre. I think it was another gold Groudon. I don't know if it was either Primal Clash or XY Ancient Origins that I pulled because I was still playing a bit. And that was when they had we talked about the Fearow where they had the Delta, Mega, like all these different species. And I was like, this is incredible. This looks so cool. Why is this not like popular? Why don't people like this? I just loved it. I've loved it for the art for the longest time. I didn't even know you could sell them really until I was in, like a couple of years ago when I was like, oh, I could sell some of this stuff off and make some money because I was like, I'm not.
Is the Primal,
as much as I love it, just not using it.
Is that Primal Groudon though? Is that a full art? The one that's like popping off right now, the Groudon and the Kyogre. That are like really good and like the matching artwork. Is that like was that a full? It must have been. So
I think we're talking about different ones. Are you talking about the one that's like with the Team Magma, Team Aqua?
Yeah, that's probably the one I'm thinking.
Yeah, that's Double Crisis, which was like a really special, like a small specialty set that I never saw.
Sidebar on that, like the names of these sets are sick.
They were so much better than Pitch Black.
Double Crisis,
Ancient Origins, Roaring Skies, Boundaries Crossed is interesting.
The next
Plasma Blast.
James Bond Double Crisis. Blast.
No, the Groudon was sick. It was like the Primal Groudon. And I remember pulling that and be like, but like, I've always loved the art, man. I've always loved the art. I like colors. I like different things. It just is very pleasing.
Yeah.
It's technically called a shiny full. Oh, it's a shiny. That's right. It's a shiny version of it's Ancient Origins. Shiny guy. But yeah, like it's I think if I was back in that era, I'd be all over this stuff just because I think it looks cool. And that's why, honestly, that's what I do now. As far as a collector, like if
that's why
I don't really sell that much.
Like the art looks cool, but it's cheaper.
Exactly. Like I don't sell a lot these days because everything's hard to get and I've been doing other things, but like I'm still keeping up with it. I'm still collecting art. Like I showed this guy. I mean, I went out and bought this Spupa last week or 2 weeks ago. I love that thing. I bought this week. They're $2, but they're my favorite cards I've pulled out. They're two of my favorite cards, or my favorite card out of the Chaos Art thing. So I grabbed them. You know,
but that's what it's about.
It's just
guys,
stuff like that.
If you like stuff, collect it, man. But why not?
And then the stuff that's expensive, you don't like, sell it.
Right.
Fund the rest of it.
Speaking of selling, shall we move into? I want to move into this vending thing.
Yeah.
So I know you guys have been asking. Let us know how that goes. So I vended this past Sunday. Tried to go live on TikTok. I didn't get. I got like restricted. I don't know why. Anyway, I wanted to just showcase to my TikTok audience like what we were doing, and it's just like the vendor POV type videos.
Were your prices visible?
Was that?
Were the prices visible on the camera?
I don't even know if they were, but like it didn't have a dollar sign; it just had numbers on a circle. So like it really didn't represent like anything dollar wise.
Yeah, I'm wondering if they like have like a policing of that more.
Dude, they have like the AI that like monitors stuff, and like sometimes it just like triggers. Like if you say the word link, you're screwed. Like because then they're like, oh, they're directing people somewhere else, and that's what they say. Meanwhile, they just want you to buy on the platform. Anyway, not about TikTok. Real quick, from start to finish, right? I ended up getting a tablecloth that is branded. So if you guys are looking to vend and you guys are serious about it, if you have a lot of stuff, we brought a ton of stuff and I'll get to it. But like, that's one of the things you're going to want to get is a tablecloth that if you have a business name or something that just makes you look more professional. If you're there, even if you're there with a black tablecloth, to be honest, that's not the worst thing. At least it's something that covers the cheap plastic foldable tables that they give you. So that's like the first thing, right? Because it's one of the first things people are going to see as they're approaching your table. But what I did was I borrowed my friend's Zion case. So if you guys don't know what a Zion case is, it's a brand, but it's like a plastic, almost like a thin bin. And then like I bought these like layered, angled like stands where you put your singles in. And then so we had a bunch of singles that were there, and I put like a bunch of singles ranging from like $20 to like $400 in there. And then I had a binder with all of these singles that I'll show you from afar, but I had a Voltex binder, and then here are the singles, right? So I just priced them out just like that, and had a binder of Sword and Shield, late Sword and Shield, Scarlet and Violet, entire Scarlet SV all the way through to Black Bolt White Flare, and then I had a Mega Era binder as well. Then we also had some sealed stuff, which kind of looked like this back here, where it was like just like one of these stands, had ETBs, it had booster boxes, it had some stuff. But just getting to the whole experience, I absolutely loved it. I had my brother join me. I made 2 fresh Soft Savage Rips tees. So we both had those on. That also helps with, visually when people see you like that. But we had a blast. I really, it was my first time like actually interacting with people as they brought cards up for me to look at. When people had binders in their hands and they were looking for specific cards, I was asking them, can I see your binder? And like people had some really cool stuff, like stuff that like, maybe you and I don't collect, but it's like so interesting to see what other people are collecting. Some people are collecting Pokemon that are sleeping in the artwork, and that's it. Some people are collecting Pokemon that have books in them or that are eating. There's food in there. So it's like there's so many subset of collecting that you don't have to master set everything. You don't have to go after your favorite Pokemon, for example. You can go after those things. So it's very interesting, and I really loved that about vending, is just to hear how people are collecting and how they're interacting with the hobby as a whole. Very interesting. Chinese products sold probably the most. And I think it's because of the price points are very cheap for the amount of packs. You get 18 packs. Yeah. The Gem 5 was like $55. Gem 4 was like $30. So relatively cheap considering. But trading with people coming over and saying, hey, I'm looking to get this card. Can I trade? And I just asked a bunch of my vendor friends, well, how do you guys handle this? They do trades at 80 and they buy at 70. Some people might think that's too low. That's just how they were doing it. I was kind of saying that, and it seemed to have been fine. But overall, had a super great experience. My brother's like, dude, when are we doing the next one? And I'm like, I don't know. Got to find time. It's the setup is easy when you're there. The build up is what's the most time consuming. Like Coda could tell you, even when he's just trying to sell cards, sourcing cards is hard.
Yeah.
Then you got to go and price them out, but you don't want to price them out too early because you need to be relatively close to market, at least when people are looking at TCGplayer. Like everyone has these things at their fingertips. So it's very easy for them to pull something up, be like, yeah, your price is way out of whack or whatever. So you don't also want to look like a fool in that aspect. But man, it was fun. I wish I had more time to walk around because I love going to card shows because I'm looking for my own stuff to collect. Dude, it was awesome. Overall, cool. Would definitely do it again. It was awesome. It's not easy by any means. It's a hustle for sure. It is a hustle for sure. So,
yeah. That's cool, man. I'm glad they went. I was really curious to see. So, like, as far as like your sales, how did you feel like you did overall? Like as far as just selling product, moving product.
So, I think you did all right. I have nothing to compare it to. You know what I mean? Like where it was like, oh, I did this much in sales. Oh, that was great. Compared to my other shows where it was like bad. This was a show that was also on the smaller side. So like there is a larger TCG show on Long Island called the LI TCG show, which I'm trying to get into it. They're sold out. They have a show every month for the rest of the year. They're sold out of every show for vendors. So you can't even get in as a vendor. You can go on a wait list, but it's sold out for vendors. So yeah, I mean, someone said like if you were at the LITCG show, you'd probably sell way more, if not all, of that sealed thing. And I had a lot of sealed, and they were like, because it depends on like the type of buyer that's there. This was in a sports complex, so you were like in the gym, so like, but it was good. I honestly, hats off to the people that put this stuff together. It's not easy, but they really did a good job. I would probably do another one of these too. It was a good first show. It was like a smaller, nothing too overwhelming for me. So. The next one that they're having is on a Friday night, which I probably won't be able to get to, but that might be a fun thing. Friday night, some people after work come down. So, yeah.
Yeah. Nice.
Yeah.
That's cool. I'm glad it went well.
Yeah, man. Thank you. I appreciate it. It was stressful leading up. And I think like after doing it, I'm having one under your belt. Once you do something, it's like, oh, cool. I could definitely do this again.
Yeah, pricing is just the thing that's always going to take the longest. Pricing is always going to be just so frustrating unless you're just someone that's going to have your phone out or have a laptop where you're just constantly going back and forth between like market pricing. It's always difficult.
What I did was I scanned them all into a TCGplayer collection, little hack, and then like the night, the 2 nights or 2 or 3 nights before, I just like searched in there. So like you're not searching the entire TCG database, you're just searching what you have. So like if I typed Charizard and I know I have these 3 Charizards, they're the only 3 that are going to come up. Not every Charizard that there is. So you can easily find the market price. So that's what I did. And that was probably the best thing. A lot of people, what I noticed in like comments, because I was like looking at like in like Facebook groups and whatever, people like get turned off by that. Like if you go to a table and there's no pricing and then that person has to look everything up, people get turned off by that. Some people say like, if I don't see pricing, I just walk by. So just something to look out for on that kind of stuff. Yeah.
Especially when you're looking through stuff, you want to have like a known quantity of
especially for sure.
It's going to be there, so you don't want to be like picking up a bunch of things and be like, it was $5,000. I didn't think it was that much. I thought it was. I like that's way above market price because people are charging market price pretty heftily.
Yeah,
these shows. So
no, but people were super kind. We were giving out a bunch of like stickers and jumbo cards that we had, some posters from the stuff that we ripped live on the stream, which we love giving away. A bunch of families collecting together. People were like super kind. Do you mind if I take these cards out? And like they were just making piles before they checked out, and it was awesome. It was good.
Nice.
So that's kind of like the summary and pretty much the gist of the show. If you guys have any questions about vending, that ask it in the comments. If I can answer them by any means, I will. Did you pick up anything this week? Do you want to talk about anything else before we essentially move into the final parts of our pod?
Yeah. Like I said, I picked up my favorite card from technically Ninja Spinner. I got my beach.
Oh, there it is.
Beach with the little wind pod. I love the beach. If you know me, you know how much I love the beach. I love being there. So seeing the colors and all this just looks so nice. Like I couldn't not pick it up. I ended up picking up a couple copies, trying to find one that I could send off to probably tag or whatever when they get their crap back together to try to get a 10 out of. I don't think either of these copies actually were that, so probably won't be sending those in, but I just love that card. I love the beach scene. I love weird niche cards like that. It hits just right.
Do you like the ice cream cone from Chaos Rising?
Jumbo ice cream? Oh yeah, baby.
It's blue. I love it. I love it. Do you got anything else?
Nah, that's it, man. That's all I had.
I got two things. I mean, one is the Magneton, because like I said, I just love this card so much. Someone came and actually used, it's a sealed Magneton promo from Surging Sparks ETB. They had a bunch of stuff to trade and they wanted a card. I'm like, dude, I will never say no to this Magneton. So I'll take that. Yeah. And then this is what I was talking about earlier with cards, promos that come in like these battle deck collections. And I have the Marnie's, I think Marnie's the other one. Marnie's Morpeko, I want to say. It might be. This is Steven's Beldum, right? So this came in a battle deck. So I picked this one up as well, just because I had the other one. I never got these battle decks from Distro or anywhere else. So I do love when Pokemon does a good promo in a product. So, but we've been just getting EXs now. So I don't know. Yeah. I mean, we are getting a lot of the first partner ones, so maybe that's why we're getting EXs in all these collections. Yeah. And 27, essentially 27 illustration styles. So, that's cool. That's a pickups of the week.
Oh, baby. Guess it's time to dive into some comments.
Yeah, you want to go in the comments? Yeah.
Yeah.
You want to read something, or you want me to pull them up?
I can pull them up. I got them up right here, actually.
Excellent.
Again, thank you guys so much for comments. It does. One, it brings up probably some of the most interesting questions that we end up getting oftentimes, which is always really fun. Also just fun to hear people like feedback and talk to people that are watching, because I still don't believe that people actually listen to watch. It's still weird to me that people do, because I'm like, I listen to podcasts. Why would I wouldn't listen to me, but people do.
Yes, you would. Knock it off.
So we got Brian throwing up the clovers. Is clover what we asked for last time?
We asked for a couple of things. I think it was like at two different. It was like if you made it, if you made it this far,
like the beach.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I don't know what. Yeah, but he threw up a clover, which it could be because he's Irish. He said, "Longtime listener, first time poster, purely because you mentioned the Metapod and put in quotations the podcast for the evolving meta," which is funny. I like that tagline. He said, "Irish guy living in Australia here." Wow, that's an interesting juxtaposition. And this and the Metapod are the only North American channels I follow for Pokemon news. They do solid videos every week with more of a focus on playing the TCG, which makes sense. That's why I was assuming that they did.
So good.
You sounds like definitely you should reach out for a collab. They're similarly great pair of guys. And this pickup of the week was the Mew promo from 151, which is
so good.
I mean, it's my favorite card in 151. It just straight up is. That and the Squirtle are the two that I love the most. That's sick. I love that pickup.
It is a good pickup. Now, I think he's. Did he say that was his last card he needed for the Master Set?
Master Set. Yep. Which is sick. I love that.
That's a good pickup.
Shout out Brian.
I love that he also has the PUOTW pickup of the week.
Yeah. He's only the lowercase for the O of the it's a proper sentence structure.
It's so good.
That's so good. But yeah, thank you, Brian. We got Weston throwing up the beach scene in a Maple Leaf. Did we ask for Maple Leaf? Maple Leaf does sound familiar.
What do we? Dude, it was funny.
What was the other thing?
We were doing something, and then then it was like, if you made it 2 minutes after that, drop this. I don't think it was just that pod or the pod before.
Yeah, it was the one before.
Yeah, wait. If you made it, hold on. Well, what if you made it this far?
We need to do that now.
What do we do? You drop them. Is there a microphone? I want to say there's like one of those like old school hanging microphones.
Yeah, a microphone. If you
drop
got
a microphone because
that.
I had microphone issues today, so drop a microphone.
Drop a microphone for the poor microphone. Oh, yeah, that's true. I completely forgot that, man. We were really slacking on that one.
Yeah.
Weston said, any chance you guys could talk about the Umbreon Espeon promos that were recently announced and what chances I'll be able to get it? It's a promo, so there's a smaller increase in the chance. Or a small increase in the chance. It's still not likely just because of how hard anything is to get. I can't believe they announced that literally like 12 hours after we filmed. That's
crazy. I will definitely talk about that this week.
Yeah, there was immediately like, oh my gosh, this would have been so perfect for this episode.
Mm-hmm.
Alas, they didn't go by our podcast schedule, which is very rude.
Yeah, I mean, unbelievable.
Come on, man, let's get together. But yeah, thank you, Weston. We did talk about that. They're good. They're freaking amazing. Jay Burrs back at it again. He said, "Hot take here, but can we delete?" I didn't read this.
Oh yeah.
Can we delete Furfrou? One of my least favorite Pokemon. I feel like so many people like Furfrou, which I never understood. Do people like Furfrou? I didn't know people did.
Is there a Furfrou lover here? Because I don't think so either.
Look, here's the thing. On the list of Pokemon I delete, it's not as high as other ones. I'm deleting all the elemental monkeys. It's gone. All 6 of them.
The who?
Gone. Semi-Sage, Semi-Seer, and Semipour. All of them are gone. I hate them so much. I hate their designs. I hate their function in the game. Everything about them. I hate them. I want them gone. Get rid of them. They're gone. Done.
Goodbye.
Bye. Bye now.
I was laughing at that too. I was like, oh damn, savage.
Furfrou, I will say Furfrou, I don't think about Furfrou ever. So
no,
I could be erased for me and I wouldn't even notice, honestly. So Furfrou is the one that has like 5 or 6 or maybe more different haircuts in Gen 6, where you can like, and I think it's also in ZA where you can go and have them like styled. And they're like different colors, like style. It's like white with pink and then white with blue, and they all look bad. But yeah, I think I can get on board with the deleting Furfrou. That's fine with me. There's no good Furfrou cards out there.
I can get behind that.
I can get behind just completely getting rid of a Pokemon.
Oh man. Can
you imagine if Pokemon came out and said, all right, we're giving this poll, delete one Pokemon forever.
Who is it?
We will delete. It will never be in a game or a card or anything ever again. Can you imagine if they did? Can you imagine that would be like, you think like political ads and stuff are annoying.
Talk about
imagine the ads and people would run literal big ads and get billboards and stuff. You're like, delete Beldum or delete this.
Full campaign.
This doesn't deserve to exist anymore. We're deleting, and there would be like a small contingency. Is like, what if we deleted Pikachu? We have to delete Pikachu. Get Pikachu out. Oh, that'd be fun. I like the chaos. That's an actual Pokemon purge.
Jesus. Oh my gosh.
Oh
yes.
Man.
There it is. It comes out anyway.
Oh man. Oh, that's a good one. We got Trampas. I'm gonna pronounce it like Trampas. Said, I also hate the reprinting the Magic Carpets. Out of place. I bought one at Market and sent it out to get graded for my PC, and the very next day they released the 30th anniversary reprint list. Crying. Great pod, guys. Look forward to the future episodes. Yeah.
Thank you.
You're right. It's weird. I get why. I understand why.
No,
it's weird.
People were like, yeah, I like it. I'm like, nah, it's too soon. That was my take.
I think it's because of why it's there. I don't know what else I would put there. So like, if they're going to have an illustration rare, I don't really know what else I would put there. I'd rather that get reprinted because that's just one that's never going to get printed again. So like,
I wouldn't put any of
people going to have it. Well, again, yeah, but in the world where they're going to put one there is the problem. Like it's like, I agree that they shouldn't be there. It does feel weird to have like a celebrations anniversary version of a card that's 3 years old. But if they're going to regardless, I don't know what else I would put there.
Like, would you have put like a one ancient and one future? You know what I mean? Like with that mechanic in S&V, like
Nick, I would really not want to do two of them. Yeah. Because it's like, it's more just illustration, not the mechanics for me.
The Groudon would have been sick.
Groudon would have been cool. The Tyrannosaurus, the sleeping Tyrannosaurus would have been fun.
Yeah.
But Magikarp's just,
I almost feel like this is still too
Pokemon.
Soon. Yeah.
Well, it's too soon, but in a world where they're going to regardless, that's where it's like, I get Magikarp, but I agree that it shouldn't be in there. I'm at that point. But yeah, yeah. Agreed. OG Christopher back in the chat.
OG.
OG Chris. He said, oh, speaking of which, he said, maybe the inclusion of Magikarp is more about celebrating a popular artist and giving Conda his flowers and not so much the IR gimmick. I can get on board with that.
Me too.
If the Giratina didn't exist. Like, that's a better card. It's an older card. It's Fusion Strike. Not Fusion Strike.
Lost
Origin.
Yeah.
I can get behind that more. That would be where my, like, yes, we can give Shinji Kanda his flowers, and deservedly so. Incredible. My favorite, one of my favorite artists in all the Pokemon TCG. But there's better ones, you know? Mm-hmm. There's better older ones that are better out of print.
Yeah.
What would you if you could pick a Shinji Kanda card? I mean, Shinji Kanda art out. What would it be?
So, like, I was just gonna say that. Thank you for asking. I was, because we just did Shinji Kanda a couple of weeks ago. Yeah. I would have probably put one of his promos in it, not one of the alternate arts or illustration rares that are popping right now. So I'd probably put maybe the Moltres promo around Zenith, let's say, for example, or the Oricorio is way too soon. Yeah, I'd probably put that one where it's like nothing crazy value wise, where like it could sway the market on that price one way or another, whether it's more or less, and it still gives the artist like the flowers they deserve. And yeah, that's probably what I would have done.
I like that. I like that one, honestly. Thank you, OG Chris, as always. Mm-hmm. Oh, he also said, what is Coda's opinion after seeing Umbreon Espeon 30th card? Still a bad set? Yes, because they're not in the set, so the set still sucks. But the promos are some of the best promos we've ever had, if not the best promos we've ever had. Just not a good set, in my opinion. He also said, Savs, offload that sealed celebrations.
Yeah, I was asking if I should bring that. That's right. I brought it there. Nobody looked at it. Well, it was on the top shelf with the 151 UPC. Again, it wasn't a sealed event in that aspect, so no one really asked about it. What we did have was like a little menu, so people just like, we gave them a menu and they were like, here it is. Here are all of our ETBs and the prices. Here's all of our this and the prices.
Oh, that's really smart.
Yeah, my brother thought about that, and it was really good. They're like, wow, this is really helpful. So, but yes, I did bring it. It's back.
Yeah, that's awesome.
It's up there. There it is.
It's back. I see it. Yeah,
it's up there.
Yeah, those are just always so hard to move in those situations. So a lot of people coming to art shows are not investors that are going after that kind of stuff.
Yeah. I think I had it at 1,400. I don't even know where it's at now. It could be more or less, but yeah.
Oh, man. That's crazy.
It's crazy.
We got John Hart drop a comment, said, I don't understand why everyone is jumping the gun and assuming all the cards they showed are going to be in the set. I thought it was pretty obvious that it was just showing one of every type of rarity that they've ever printed.
It was definitely obvious about that, because I think that we spoke about that when they showed the teaser, that, yep, it's got a break card, it's got this. But why go and show those cards again? Like, that's kind of like the thing. Like, why are they going through the lengths of showing these cards specifically if they're not going to be the ones in the set?
We've also seen certain ones that were in there that we've seen with the stamp. We've seen the Zekrom Pikachu that they showed with the stamp. We've seen the Charizard, obviously, again, with the stamp. Like, we've seen other cards. So it's one of those things where you can't prove a negative. You can't prove that those are not the cards. Mm-hmm. We can't prove that until we see what the cards actually are. We can't prove that they're not. Yep. But given the evidence we have, I don't think it's that obvious that it's just maybe originally in the teaser in the first trailer. Yes, it felt like, oh, they're in a bunch of different languages. It's just representing like all the different eras, sending at different times, but they reuse the exact same ones.
Yep.
And that's where my lean goes to. And now we've seen certain ones with the promo stamp. I think we have enough evidence to say probably what we're getting. And some of those are really sick, and there's some really good ones in there. And there's some I don't like. There's some I don't care for. But I definitely think that we have enough to say that is the case. More so than we can say that, oh, it's just placeholders. I think it's not as obvious to me that it's just a placeholder anymore. You're right. It definitely was when we first saw it. I was like, oh, there's no way there's actually just going to be a Soul Galeo GX. That's like such a weird random thing. And now I'm like, yeah, there's going to be a Soul Galeo GX. And also
our favorite Delcatty.
I will never understand why that. You know what? That's it. I was thinking that's the Pokemon I would really delete too.
Delete the
Delcatty, no point. It is like it's just a worse. Perugly's at least like funny, fat, angry looking cat. I get Perugly. Like I vibe with Perugly. Delcatty's just like I'm bad at everything. I don't really make an impact. No one remembers me. That's all Delcatty is. I hate Delcatty.
Yeah. But yeah, I agree. I think that's what we are gonna get. Unless we just something else, but
it's the Gordian knot or not Gordian. Yeah, there's Gordian knot and then there's the so and so's edge. What is that? What is that term? Occam's razor. Occam's razor, where it's like you just kind of go off of what the most logical thing is, and right now the most logical thing is.
Well, I've never heard of that. Look at Coda. Drop
Occam's razor.
No.
Yeah. Look at that philosophy class I took, doing so much for my life. Oh Lord. Anyway, thank you so much for the comment, my guy John. Appreciate you. T Smurfy. Shout out to Smurfy. So just got back into the Pokemon cards a couple months ago with my kids. Love listening to you guys. This is one that I saw and I was like, there's still people just getting back into it. Like, this boom has been going on for 2 years now, or a year and a half now, and it feels like it's been going on forever. And there people are still just like, oh, I just got into this. We've gotten a few comments that are like, yeah, just got back into this. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, yeah, no, there's still people. It's like, this isn't like, oh, it's going to run out. Like the demand is growing because it's continuing to find more and more people that get back into this now or get into it for the first time or whatever.
But did he say it was with this kid? I think that was
just got back into Pokemon cards a couple months ago with my kids. Love listening to you guys. So yeah, like it's so cool. I love that.
And you know what? It's really those people that I don't want to phrase this. It's really those people that they're coming in here and they don't know what the price points were a year and a half ago, 2 years ago.
Yeah.
So they have nothing to say like, oh, that ETB is $90. Okay. And they buy it.
Yeah.
And that's what, and you know what? I don't want to say that's not okay, because especially if you can get it and you want it, then you will get it. But there's people in here that were getting ETBs at 40, and it's a harder pill to swallow now that it's more than double what you were getting ETBs for. I'm
going to say this. This is a hot take, but it's a take I believe so much I wouldn't put in Take Purge. It's completely fine to pay whatever you value a product at. And I think we've said this before. If you find an ETB that's like it's $100 and you're like, well, it's $50 MSRP and it was $40. Dude, who cares? Yeah. It doesn't matter. If people want it and they have the money for it, they're going to buy it. And I think this whole like, don't feed the scalpers, don't buy anything that's over MSRP, like the whole MSRP only gang is like a weird gatekeeping. It's like a weird, like they're weirdly gatekeeping. And it's like, it's put out in this altruistic, like we're trying to save the hobby, which I refuse to call it anymore, by doing this. And it's like, no, you're just gatekeeping and making people feel bad for wanting to get a product and having the means to, but because you don't like the price, you're going to guilt trip them about it. Shut up. Shut up.
Right.
Let people will buy what they want. I think it's stupid for people to buy $50,000 cars, but you know what? Buy your $50,000 car if it's something you value at that price point.
Yep.
Me, I'm gonna continue driving my 2008 Camry around, and I'm gonna love it because that's what I value right now. That's where I value it at. Like I don't value these other cars at that price point, but I will buy, this piece of cardboard.
Right.
I'll also buy a $200 piece of cardboard because I like it.
You like it.
It doesn't matter. Well, your opinion on what a price point should be doesn't matter to someone else, and you should stop telling people that it does because it doesn't.
I mean, look, it'll help
buy
you.
What they want.
It'll help you get through this better, and it'll help. And it's not helping others to do that. So
I'll repeat: if you are guilt tripping people for buying a product that they value at a price point because you don't like the price point, shut up. Shut up. Shut up. Anyway,
it's a Bubble Mew conversation that we had. We can't afford it.
Yeah.
But
hey, Moonbreons. People are buying Bubble Mews, Moonbreons, all these things. People are buying this. I'm like, that's stupid.
Yeah.
But it's not stupid. It's like, for me, I would be stupid to do that. But if you have the money and the expendable cash and the desire for it, then do it 100%. Buy that. I would say the same thing if someone wanted to buy that. Like, you remember when someone just taped a banana to a wall and said, this is incredible art?
That was a museum.
It sold for like,
millions.
yeah, I may say that's stupid, but if you for some reason value that at that point, or you value the marketing, or you value the resources you're gaining from that, same thing with the Illustrator Pikachu.
Or we're like donating.
It's stupid, in my opinion. Yeah, exactly. But like if the Illustrator Pikachu, if you value everything you're getting from it for that price, then do it. I have there's no shade. Do your thing. It's, as long as you're actually doing it and not scamming people, as you typically do, then you're good. Yeah. But I'm so tired of people gatekeeping prices because they don't like things being over MSRP. Get over it. You don't have to buy anything at over MSRP. Yeah. No one can stop you. It's just like you want everyone else.
You're like, I'm not going to pay those prices, and I won't.
Yeah,
and that's it.
But also, I'm not going to sit back and tell other people who want to get that product, hey, I want an MSRP, so stop making it up because you're messing it up for me. Like, right. No, they're saying, well, you wanted that price, I wanted this price, so I'm going to go buy it because I can, and you're not. Mm-hmm. That's a free market. It's as bad as you might hate it. It's completely valid, and people should be able to do that. And that's my soapbox. I will stand on. So you know what, Smurfy, I hope you find product that you value at the value that you value it at. I would say value one more time because 4 seems right. Anyway.
I love it. Thank you for the comment, Smurfy. T Smurfy.
Yes. Shout out. We got Matt E9. I'm just call you Matt. Coming in with a beach umbrella. Love it. Saying, I don't disagree completely with you guys on the 30th, but I am looking forward to it because I stopped collecting cards after Gen 1 and just recently got back into it after 30 years. Another person just got back into it after 30 years, and I'm playing catch up. The new cards are sick, yes, but reprints, even with a Magikarp, are cards I've only seen online and for prices I'm not willing to pay, so the chance to grab them is pretty cool to me. Even the Charizard reprint, because my young self didn't know what he had in his hands back then.
I love this comment.
Yeah. This is great. This is kind of like where I fall on this, where it's like, I don't like it. I think it's a kind of a bad set, but for people but this is made for not me. This isn't made for the people that have been collecting for a long time and been involved for, on and off. It may be, but I was involved at the beginning. I had base set cards, I had jungle cards, and then I had some EX era cards, and I had black and white cards, XY. Like I was on and off collecting. It's not for me. It's for all the people over the past year and a half that have gotten back into this. And they're like,
that they're seeing
I can get a base set Charizard.
Yeah.
For not $3 million,
It's a really good comment because it's a really good point to make. Like, everyone looks at certain things, obviously, from the perspective of their own collection and collecting style and what they know. But like, to these two people, Smurfy and Matt, that just got back into it, that were collecting and just got back into it. You guys never had the opportunity to rip Paldea Evolved. And you probably won't be seeing much of that out in the wild, if not, even on Rip and Ship streams, you're probably not seeing them. So, but I actually commented on it saying I felt that last part of that last sentence so bad, like you not knowing what Charizard you had in your hand, you just not knowing.
Yeah.
My little brother pulled that. That was the last card we needed for the master set of base set. And like he refused to give it to me to put it in our binder. And like, of course, it's like in worse shape than it should be because of that. Like he just carried it around, and he was like 6 years younger. So
because of course that's what you did.
Yeah. So
I can't remember which set it was, but I had the first holo Zapdos. And I can't remember which set that was. Was it Jungle? Zapdos. Wasn't it base set? Yeah. Okay, so I had the base set holo. Probably unlimited, honestly, but still like. I ran around with that thing. I would use it to play what we thought was playing the TCG, which was 100% wasn't. There it is. Yeah. And it wasn't, we were not playing the TCG at all, but we just had a great time with it. Is that card way more expensive now? And do I regret it? Yeah, sure. Like definitely. But it was fun. And I wouldn't trade those memories because I still remember playing with them in church. I was 4 or 5, something like that. And we had no clue what we were doing. Like we were like, it dodges and then it uses this and it's like, and we had no clue what was happening, but we were having just so much fun. Oh, good times, man. Yeah, it's a long podcast. We're going.
Oh man.
Anyway, We got Evan dropping the beach umbrellas and the leaves. So I guess we got asked for leaves somehow.
We did. It was, that's what I'm saying. I think it was the beach umbrella. And then like shortly after that, it was like clovers or leaves. Something. I forgot what we were talking about.
That's funny. He said, boys, I wished I had the comedic foresight to have dropped the toilet emoji last week when we asked for the seats. I love that. There is actually a toilet emoji. I'm happy there is. Oh, I look really good staring at it. Like, what is that thing? Oh man. Good. He said, okay, so my Pokemon content comment, getting back into collecting TCG about a month ago. Another one. Just right back into it. It's crazy.
Now, real quick, I wanted to say this before we go to the second. These are 3 people in this small podcast that have gotten back into it. So you can extrapolate this out. There's a lot of people leaving, and there's a lot more people, I think, coming in.
Way more people. I'm telling you, for every one person that actually stops collecting and leaves, there's 10 people replacing them. 100%. I would bet money on that being the number. I'd bet money on that being the number. He said, getting back into collecting TCG about a month ago after basically 20 years. Went through all my vintage and valued it out, etc. Tell me why this Sableye reverse holo from EX Deoxys is popping off. If you'd asked me on day one of entering back in, I would not have guessed that was one of my most valuable cards. Keep it up. Yeah. Well, Deoxys, I think, is a really, really, really hard to get set, if I'm not mistaken. It's like one of the highest boxes, right?
What is it? What's the set called?
It's EX Deoxys.
Oh, EX Deoxys.
A lot of those EX sets are really, really difficult to get. So that might be why. And those reverses are the ones that have like the stamp, I believe.
Deoxys. Is it this one?
Oh boy. The booster box is $215,000.
What?
That can't be right. Hold on. That can't be right. Let me look at eBay sold. I'm gonna look at eBay sold. eBay. No, that one's still for sale. But that's why the reverses were really, really, really cool back then.
Yeah,
Deoxys, I'm pretty sure, is one of the more expensive boxes. Last sold was an empty box sold for $700.
Oops.
An empty box sold for $700.
That's crazy. Oh my god.
There are no listings of this. Oh no, that's definitely not right. I don't see any listings on eBay for sold, so I don't really know where to look for that, honestly. But I know it's an extremely expensive set, so that's probably why. And reverses from that era,
or is that before XY?
That's I think it was Gen 3.
Oh, okay, yeah. So then that's before that. Oh boy, yeah.
It was. Let me see. The release date was 2005. So that's Gen 3.
Oh yeah. What am I saying?
That's Gen 3. So this is one of those. This is what I'm gonna look at price charting. I know I don't trust price charting all the time, but booster box is $20,000. So $20,000 set box.
Yeah. Cheap.
Yeah. So that's why. Reverses from that era really pop off. But yeah, that's a sick reverse, honestly. I had a Houndoom reverse. I can't remember what set it was from, but it has like the stamp and it just the foiling was cool and just so cool. Yeah. Let's see. Dylan posted this beach umbrella and said, pulled the toad this week from Black Bolt. Pick up W. There you go.
The size.
There you go. The Seismitoad, man.
We skipped over. There's one right there.
I was gonna make that the last one.
Oh, okay,
the last one. We have Liam popping in and said, first, also, what is your rarest card? Technically, for me, it's the Paldean Fates Charizard, because I just don't have a lot of rare cards, because as a business, I don't collect rare cards. I collect, again, this like this and these weird little crocheted cards is what I collect. So I actually don't have anything super rare personally.
Yeah, I think I was thinking about that. This is a good question. So thank you so much, Liam, for being a listener and dropping in this comment. Rarest cards are tough because I have like a lot of vintage cards. Obviously, I just pulled up the base set. So it would probably just have to be base set as a whole. Like I have a base set, master set, and a jungle master set. That's probably, if you look at those as a whole, that's probably like my rarest thing. Rarest card, like if I said Charizard from base set, I think if I said something from modern, like I have like the Charizard from 151. I have pretty much all like the bigger cards, but I think the white Reshiram from Black Bolt White Flare, like those cards, we ripped a decent amount of Black Bolt White Flare on the stream, but like did not really pull many of those. So on the rare side, it's probably the white Reshiram from White Flare.
Nice.
Yeah,
that's a good one. I love that one.
Yeah, it's over here somewhere.
I do love those cards. Those like the white Reshiram, the black Zekrom, even the old ones were so cool.
I never even had those. So like that's so cool.
I remember I pulled the black Zekrom in the TCG. What was it called back then? TCG Online.
Oh yeah, it was different. Yeah, the different
back in the day. But never pulled that one in person, sadly. Last comment is from PokeJesus Collects. He said, I don't know, guys. The 30th set looks like it's going to be fire to me. A new Umbreon Sylveon full art probably announced after you recorded this. Very, very shortly after. Yes, 100%. Yep. The 30 Pikas, a couple of new full art Pikas just announced, which were also announced after the podcast. The Lapras, Drifloon. I personally like the new Mew, the reprint choices, plus whatever has not been revealed. The set is going to go wild, in my opinion. Yeah, there's going to be different perspectives on it. I still hate the Pikachus because I hate the chromatic thing, the futuristic art. I just don't like it. The reprint choices are probably the best part of the set, in my opinion. The Sylveon, obviously, with the Sylveon Espeon not being in the set, they're the best thing in the set. But we're putting those out there because they're not in the set; they're just promos. I still really like
the Pikachus, though.
The 30 Pikachus are going to be nice. That's going to be really cool to have like a subset. I think that's going to be that. And the illustration rares are fine. They're good. I do like them, but again, they're just illustration rares. They're not. Every set has had good illustration rares, in my opinion. There hasn't been one that has like no good illustration rares. Reading
that, I just remembered that with Drifloon, like what that Pokemon
stealing all. He doesn't like the fat children.
Yeah,
you got me. I love that. I love that.
I think he also said here, he dropped the umbrella as well and said that the Metapod podcast is a play on Metapod and it's about the meta. So he also listens to that as well. They post every week. So it's a couple.
Which I need to listen to them this week while I'm thinking about it.
Yeah,
I do need to listen to them because I'm so huge into the TCG right now. It'd be good. I need to know it, honestly. But yeah, what as far as the celebrations, I know we've talked about it or this set. Has it grown on you more since we kind of talked about it? Counting out the Sylveon and the Pikachu for what that's worth, like all the main set itself.
Dude, honestly, it hasn't. And like in this binder, like I have the celebrations, the 25th here, and I can't like go in here and like look at something and be like, oh man, that's cool, you know? Like the one cool thing I would say is probably like the gold Mew from the set because that's different. The shiny Mew. But like, you know, everything else in here is just like the regular older hollows, which I did like that they're not. Actually, I wonder if what those are going to be because this is going to be this part of the set, I believe, like the second part, right? This is all the reprints that we're going to get. Is all this?
Yeah.
So,
and they said all the other cards. At least it said all the cards are all going to be hollow cards of some sort.
Right. So that's going to be different as well, which is cool. I mean, don't get me wrong; these are cool too. But again, like even when I go back here, and I don't know if that's supposed to be the thing, right? Like, is it supposed to be a thing that? You know, I think you kind of just open, you complete what you want, and then you move on. However, when the 25th came out versus when this came out, two different times. Oh, I mean, when the 25th came out, we were kind of in a boom, but not this. So
it wasn't like this now.
And then shortly after that was a pretty much like a recession in the hobby. So I don't know if history is repeating itself here. I think that there's way more different things happening right now. That will keep that from happening again. I mean, I'm trying to think different from that one. That one had the gold metal cards in the UPC. This one has some banger promos. So has it changed my mind to answer the question? No, but I feel like our reaction and how people perceived our reaction would have been a little different had that Umbreon and Espeon been out.
Yeah.
But regardless,
Yeah.
I think to your point, Coda, to answer the question really is like, I don't think it's really changed it. I still think the Crystal Lugia is going to be the chase. I forgot to mention that the vendor next to me had a PSA 9 Crystal Lugia, 17 grand for the sticker. It was just cool to be next to that. And like, I have an acrylic, I have PSA, I have slab acrylics, right? It was about double this size. And it was like in a double acrylic. It was crazy. And rightfully That's so sick. For a slab like that. But yeah, I have not, it was cool. But
yeah. I think this set, because in my mind you have to take out the promos, because I'm not including the promos. I wouldn't include the promos in any set because that's not the point. When I look at sets for what they are, the core of the set is what matters. What I can pull, not what I have to hope I can get a product of. Mm-hmm. It's still just nothing. I think it's been great for, like, obviously we have a lot of people in the comments with, being brand new to it. For them, if they can get their hands on it, it'll be worth it. I think it'll be a really cool experience. All the different Pikachus, all these cards that they've probably never pulled, or never seen, maybe, or have no real familiarity, but it's like scratches a nostalgic itch. I think that'd be good. But as like a set in the modern era, it's still just not good. It's just, in my opinion, just the calling card being the futuristic rares, because that's what they marketed as. Like when those ads came out, it was like, here's all this stuff in the future awaits, blah blah blah. Yeah, and it's like, ooh. Yeah,
that was
just
cool.
Ugly.
And now it's
And now it's like, oh, that's just ugly. I think that is what hurts a lot of it. If they had special illustration Mew and Mewtwo, now we're talking. Now we're cooking. Now it's like, oh baby, it's gonna be sick. And instead
we still might. We don't know, right? Like there's still cards. Like we don't have the full list, right? Of like that. Those cards are gonna be the reprint cards. And then
I saw comments. I saw a couple comments, and it was Poke Beach and somewhere else. They were saying basically like, if you lay out the card list, there isn't room for SIRs. So it looks like probably not. At least the evidence currently is that there won't be.
But the Pikachus, we did agree, save it.
The 30 Pikachus, the subset, I think is 100%. Gonna be the most interesting thing to chase, other than if you want specific reprints of older cards. But I still don't like the set. I'll be honest. It hasn't changed my opinion at all either. Yeah. But good comments, good again, we always talk about, like we were talking about before this pod, where like the comment section is like its own section. It's like its own like mini podcast almost. Mm-hmm. It really is, like, because there's so many good questions and good comments in there that like are great. Because when we're given this perspective, like I know for me, a lot of times, like I do some research during the week, and I know you do as well, but I don't fully formulate what I'm going to say until I'm here. And then I'm kind of like,
I think that's the fun part of it, is like
gut reactions. Yeah.
We don't want to make it sound like it's lazy, but we basically have our main talking points. But like everything else is us, like in our natural. That's why I didn't even want to look at the products of what's coming out. I knew that those cards were coming, just to see, like, for the first time, just so you guys could see stuff. Which really go. I wanted to ask if you guys are still listening. We want to do one of these live. Like, what should we? Because like then we can really just answer questions live, which would be really fun. And it might just be a separate thing from the pod, but it will be us. But like, what will be? Because like right now we have a really engaging audience on Spotify, but we can't go live on Spotify. I did pull up comments from YouTube. Where did they go? Like that's the only difference. Like I don't know if it would translate in that way, but
yeah, I wish there's a way to go live on Spotify, or at least like port it over to where you could have like a way to go over to it. We could, I guess, put out like a teaser or an announcement that's going to happen at a certain time and let them know and leave a link.
This week, I actually went and started to like create. I know you noticed it, but I created a TikTok specific for the Savage Pokepod, and I also have a Instagram specific for it. So maybe like on the Instagram live again, there's nothing on, like followers aren't there, but like if that's an easier way for people to, because not everyone has TikTok or YouTube or whatever. So maybe we can, if this software works, we can go live simultaneously on all three platforms. So
Bold assumption.
that right.
Bold assumption.
Real quick, the comments on the YouTube. So G Hagen said, completely agree that this futuristic rares look terrible watching this Saturday morning, and the new reveals with Umbreon and Espeon look incredible. So I love how everyone's like noticing like that.
Everyone's
yes, that was
poor
very
timing.
that was very much missing from our reactions to it last week. No Handles GT said, good stuff, guys. I subscribed to both of y'all. Thank you so much. Hopefully you
Thank you for subscribing to my dead channel. I love it.
Hey, listen. And then
I'm gonna hit 600 subscribers, never posting.
Someone said, was that B Het said, let's go. And then Teddy commented, I heard my name. What did I win? Because that's what he always says in the TikTok. Like, but we gave him a shout out for, I think, either sending me stuff or one of the ideas he had, which he's a cool dude. So I love Teddy.
He gets mentioned like every podcast too. So we've got to throw his name in there somewhere.
Yeah. Hi,
Teddy.
He's a good dude. Hi, Teddy. There it is. All right. I guess, listen, before we end the pod, I want to open up a pack. We'll open up another pack of.
Oh, baby.
So
for those who have not been.
Yeah.
Yep. Go ahead. Yeah. I was going to let you get yourself settled. Yeah. For those of you that have not been keeping up made it to the end of this, but you're here today. We're on a 3-pack illustration rare streak. We had the Froakie the first time, the Frogadier the second time, and then the Ampharos?
No, I think it was Sliggoo. I think it was
Sliggoo. That's right. It was a Sliggoo.
Yeah.
So we're gonna see if we can go 444. Is this all from the same product, or is this from like different things?
The first two were from the ETB, I think. Last one was from a 3-pack blister, and this is the other pack from that same 3-pack blister. So
okay, all right. So we'll see how good that batch is.
Yeah, and then if we don't get a hit, I have a Phantasmal Flames pack that's been on my desk for a while. So that one definitely has the Charizard in it. So we'll pull that on this video as well.
Yeah, I like it.
Wishful thinking. All right, so there's some really cool cards in here, and I meant to tell you, Coda. I don't know if you saw that in Abyssai. There is a Yukimori card and Tomakoma. What's the other one?
Kito Ito? Kito. Are you talking about the
it's the clay one and also the
crochet?
The crochet one, yeah.
Yeah, it's a Kito. I used to know. Hey, all right.
We did get a hit. We got a Kabalion EX, regular one. Not bad. Okay.
4 for 4 with getting a hit on Chaos Rising.
Do we open up Phantasmal Flames now just for like...
That's up to you.
Yeah, let's do it. Let's have some fun.
All right, let's hit it. Shout out all the audio listeners that are sitting here listening to you move cards. Hey, it's is that Smeargle or Frufrau?
Oh,
the first card. Oh, Smeargle. I thought it was Frufrau for a second. I was like, oh, it's a canceled Pokemon. You've canceled Frufrau.
And guys, stay tuned. The next in the next few pods, I think the 25th episode, we're definitely going to be giving something free away to one of you guys. So definitely stay tuned for that. We're gonna figure out something like that. Oh man, Phantasmal just hates my life.
Oh, Phantasmal screwed us. All right,
Phantasmal Flames.
You should have left it on your desk.
Well, yeah, right. We'll continue. At least I always say I took a dud pack away from one of you guys, so you guys will not be getting that dud pack.
Yeah, but CT scanner needs to get on its game. It's pretty bad. It's pretty bad. Shoddy work over there.
That's right. It scanned something wrong in there. So
Frank, you're not paying Frank enough to do this.
We'll open up some more Chaos Rising on the next episode, just so we can see some newer stuff. That's it. Yeah. Wow, this is probably one of our longer pods. I mean, we'll take a look at this.
It is.
Yeah. So, guys, thank you so much for joining us. Again, we really appreciate it. And we look forward to all your comments and remarks and everything. So keep that up. We love you guys, and we'll catch you guys in the next video. So be good. Until then, peace out.